Hello? Hello. Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Good morning from a bank holiday weekend in Ireland, and you're very welcome in. All right? Technology now. Let's see how this one goes. You're all very welcome in. Today we have a Sunday flight, a flightsim Sunday stream, and we're going to be checking out a preview build of the upcoming Duke by BlackSquare in association with Just Flight. And there's going to be two variants of this aircraft. We have a piston and also a turbine. We're going to fly the piston today. Bit of a flight. We're going to take off here from Shannon, fly up to Belfast, probably get over to Edinburgh and then Inverness. Yes, we're heading to the north, all the way up. And well, this is a very complex aircraft, right? BlackSquare, we've seen what these guys have done over the last couple of, years when it came with the steam gauge overhaul. I mean, completely transferring the default aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim to be an absolute study level kind of venture, right? I mean, we saw it with the Bonanza, we saw it with the King Air and a few others. And well, they're no stranger to making aircraft either. Their TBM actually was their second aircraft. They released something else before. And there's talk of another one along the line as well. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Something Shark or some Blackway, I don't know what it's called. But there's another one in the mix. But anyway, I think we all saw with the TBM, the 850, how good that thing actually was. And it's an aircraft I fly regularly. It's one of me go-to planes, you know, because it's solid, it's excellent. Well, the Dukes, these seem to be kind of ramping up a notch. And what we're going to see from here, it's well, they're complex, right? There's buttons here now, lads, but there's a level of simulation and giving you visibility over this simulation. I think this is quite special indeed. So we're going to try and learn how to fly the thing. Now, all caveats out the window. It is a preview build. It's not the final version of what you might see. In terms of a release date, well, we know they kind of gave us a shout to say that Sim Update 15 is where they want to be at. So it might depend on where Microsoft are at with Sim Update 15. But we'll see. You're definitely going to see it. You've seen it from other content creators, how good this thing looks and sounds. And well, as I said, it's shocking close now. They could probably release it now and it'll just grand. Do you know what I mean? So let's see what they're going to do over the coming days. As I said, there's two variants. There's different price points, so you can buy one variant individually. And I'll go through the pricing and all that jazz now in a bit. Or you can get the two of them together as a neat little package. And of course, they're being distributed by Just Flight. And well, you guys know the crack with Just Flight. It don't need to worry or put brain power into it. You get an email when there's an update. They have their own installers. It's a very easy way of keeping on top of your add-ons. And I always recommend Just Flight. It's a handy store to get in and around by, do you know? So yeah, how are y'all keeping? This is some cracking Friday. Do you know, and then I did a preview video. We're doing the Volcano series. That's going to be the next adventure on a Monday night, starting in a couple of weeks, right? And I made the video yesterday, and there was a spelling mistake. Yes. We weren't going to Vesuvius, we were going to Vesuvius. And someone pointed it out very kindly in the comments, and I said, well, balls. So I fixed that this morning, and that's what delayed me to getting to here, because I had to render a thing with a yoke and the gadget, but now all seems well in the realm. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to be on the multiplayer servers rather, if you want to join in. Let's go for the flight. We're on the ground here in Shannon. It's quite foggy and misty here at the moment, although the sun is shining at my place, and I'm not too far from Shannon. So a couple of minutes now, I'd say we're going to have beautiful blue skies along the way. And we'll see what it's all about. So welcome in. Hope you're all keeping very well. Hope your weekend is just grand. And yeah, let's see what the crack is. Colonel Fork is up past his bedtime. If he's still here, how are you, man? Top of the Jesus, middle of the night. Hope you're well. Willow, how much? Good to see you. Naughty Gnome is here. Hey, you guys. Toto's in the house. Elf is here. Rambok Mord, very good morning to you. Quaggy UK is in the house. Good morning, man. Nicotine 70, top of the morning. Jungle Sim is here. Welcome aboard. Airlock Doc, Sir Duke. Right, Sir Duke. Airlock, did you get your coffee? He was up very early. Willow How Much says, I think the Duke is a must buy. I can't wait for the release. Just wait till you see here and just like, the state of it, right? Iron Bird, top of the morning, man. Robbie 613 is in the house. Good to see you, man. Who else is here? Captain Harlock rambles in. Baldrick is in the house. Hope you're well. Mr. 90 rambles in. Soaring AJH. Jesus, it's past your bedtime as well. Yeah, the times aren't terribly friendly for our friends on that side of the pond, but we're on YouTube here as well, lads. Technology, we're on the tube as well, so you can always watch this back. I'll be flawless. I won't make any mistakes or do anything stupid at all. Fierce Wolf is here, looking fierce and wolfy. Good to see you, man. Cy120, good morning. Downrange is here. Shucks, he's back. Right. Friday night, a night that will live in infamy. God almighty, lads. And guitars and everything. Goblin Zeus, good morning. Hope all is well. Cockpit Racing is here. It is early. We're up before our breakfast. Nige B, welcome in. Colonel Fork is here. Second Jesus. Downrange, good to see you. And the crowd goes wild. MDA 009. Hello. 7 days in a row. Did I do 7 days? Well, technically I did because I put out a video yesterday. I mean, technically, right, you know.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Imagine if I did this full time. MDA, good to see you, man. Airlock says, will Mrs. Two-Tone be landing for you again since she butters the toast when you burn it? What? So I woke up Mrs. Two-Tone early this morning. I'm awake since around... I went to bed late because I was working on a video. It was after midnight. And I got up at 6. And I woke her up this morning because my alarm clock's... Jesus! It's too early in the morning for that. I woke her up this morning, and she got up then and had a coffee, but then she's gone back to bed. I said, she'll go back to sleep after drinking coffee. Well, she probably won't. She was watching the rugby last night. Leinster, come on, Leinster. Leinster did the thing. Says your man with the Munster flag over there, look. But Leinster won the match last night in Croke Park. 82,000 people, lads. Jesus, where would you get it? Great to see, though. The Velocity XL. Thank you, Wayland. Yes, that was their first aircraft, and it's actually very good. The Velocity XL. That was BlackSquare's first aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim. Not an awful lot of people know that. As Michael Caine used to say, a lot of people know that. 6 knots is in the house. Good to see you. 37 months with Prime. Kieran, thank you very, very much indeed. Oh, come here. Do you know it was gas, right? So I was there making me video last night, and then Jamie went online, London Controller, and he was out for the pints, and he was, right, and he was coming home on the train, and he's like, we've all had days like that, you're happily hammered, transmogrified, and you're trying to get home. Very funny. Very, very funny. I couldn't do that. Could you imagine me streaming drunk? What? Under the influence? Like that would ever happen at all. Hang on. Here's a button to even prove my innocence. Jesus. That had never happened. Do you know? But anyway, Toto's here. He goes, right, I have me cuppa. I'm now officially awake. We can start now. Brilliant. Multiplayer or multiplier? Nige, any multiples of multiples. Schuler Pilot, good morning. Hope you're well, man. Great to see you. Elf has subscribed at tier 1. Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, man. Colonel Fox like, babe, no, it doesn't work. See that thing now? Right. So I figured out, I didn't figure it out. Let's not talk about it in case I break it again, right? Try a different one, Colonel. Try Aegis or something. It should work. Nige B, thank you for the bits. Starting a hype train, you're very, very kind. Cian Lafford is here. Good morning, Cian. The excitement the day before Eurovision Festival kicks off. And Jesus, Colonel Forker doesn't like... What's it? Try Skoda. Why isn't that working? I'm not going to mess with science now, just in case the thing absolutely breaks. Do you know what I mean? Skoda works. Brilliant. See? Right, so some of them work, some of them don't. They were living on a NAS drive, and a NAS drive, an NAS drive, and we're not getting into it, lads. I broke it. It's just totally fine. Sophistry, welcome in. Texan Aviator Plays. Top of the morning. But yes, Cian Lafford Mallet. It's fine, lads. It's fine. So you're all very welcome in. As I said, we're here on Twitch and on YouTube, and welcome in. If you're on YouTube, do be sure to hit the like button, because you know what it does? It'll actually send notifications to people who should be sleeping at this time on a Sunday morning, and it'll recommend them the stream and say, hey, we think you'd like this. And then, they get here and it's me, and it's like, jeez, morning. Right, do you know? Make sure to pronounce the N in NAS drive. NAS drive. Yes. It's an ass drive. Wait, what? No, NAS. Heading to Dublin today, then over to Sweden tomorrow. Oh, good man, Cian. Jeez, just flat out. Going to Sweden. That'd be brilliant. Din O'Reilly's in the house. Good to see you, man. But yeah, so I suppose we'll get into it. There's a lot to get into with this machine, right? There's a lot now with this. So I suppose we'll start at the beginning. Always the best place to start. So we'll come over here. The microphone still makes that noise when I turn it. I need like a transition. Oh, Jesus. Right, sorry for all the popping and the noise, right? But anyway, as I said, the weather here in Shannon isn't terribly nice. Very jealous you've got the Duke already. Hey, Moose! Good to see you, Moose. Moose, it's very close to release. And I'll be showing off the turbine variant on Wednesday. on Wednesday. But for today, we're going to check out the Piston, right? And, well, where do we start with this, right? So I have information, right?
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
So some of the stuff when it comes to this, if you look at the product page, right, over on Just Flight, we'll start there, right? There's a lot going on here, lads. A lot. Goblin Zeus, how are you, mate? 40 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Right, so BlackSquare's Turbine Dukes. That's a turbine, is it? That's a turbine. We're not going to look at the turbine today, but we'll leave it open. Give us this one. Right, the Piston Duke. That's what we're flying today. So the Piston Duke brings us one of the most technically advanced aircraft simulations for Microsoft Flight Simulator, with an advanced reciprocating engine simulation, over 120 possible failures, 12 hot swappable radio configurations, and the most advanced turbocharger, pressurization, and cabin temperature simulation in Microsoft Flight Simulator. BlackSquare's new tablet interface lets us configure all the options, manage payload, control failures, and monitor the engines, electrical schematics, and environmental control systems, all from within the simulator itself. The failure system allows for persistent wear, MTBF, and schedule failures for nearly every component in the aircraft. The Piston Duke's electrical system is highly accurate, featuring a battery temperature monitor, overvoltage protection, and AC inverters. The 3D gauges are modelled and coded to meticulously match their real-world counterparts. No piece of equipment appears in a BlackSquare aircraft without a real-world unit as reference. Which is incredible, right? God almighty, the subscribers. Texan Aviator, thank you very, very much indeed. Lads, you're very kind. Thank you also very, very much indeed. Now, radio navigation systems are available from several eras of the Duke's history. The Beech Duke, it's not a new aircraft. I mean, they started making the Model 60, or just the Duke, or the Beech 60, or the Beech Duke 60. They go back to the 60s, right? And there was another company who actually converted them into a turbine variant some years later. But what BlackSquare have done here, well, they're giving us all these options when it comes to the radio navigation systems. We have GPS, we have Bendix, KNS, ORNAV systems, or with the convenience of the GTN units, both the PMS-50 or the TDS work on this aircraft as well. Other radio equipment includes a KX155 Navcom radios, a KLN-90B, GTN 650, a GNS 530, a 430, a KR87, an ADF, KDI DME, a 327 transponder, a Century 4 autopilot, and then we have our Bendix radar, the 1150 XL. There's also going to be a 160 plus page manual providing instructions on all the equipment, and there are 50 in-game or in-sim checklists with control, instrument highlighting, and are included for normal and emergency procedures. The product includes two versions of the 1974 B60 Duke, with and without the Grand Duke performance packages. That be, winglets, wing vortices, strakes, extra fuel, increased speeds, and increased maximum takeoff weight. Now I'm in the Grand Duke. That's what we're flying today. Robert Griffiths, good morning. How are you? 'Tis a glorious sunny summer day in Ireland. It's grand out, yeah, it's terrible. 4 distinctive interiors and 7 paint schemes are also included from the 4 decades of flying. And primarily analog instrumentation augmented with modern radio navigation equipment is still the most common aircraft panel configuration in the world. So you get to challenge your piloting skills by flying IF4 to minimums with a fully analog panel and no GPS if you wish. It's absolutely incredible, right? So, as I said, all the information is over on Just Flight's website, and they talk about everything. Now, it's also important to note here, the sound system of this aircraft developed by no other than Boris AudioWorks. The flight dynamics, the turbine features a flight model with performance to match the real-world aircraft based on feedback from real Duke owners, and also in-flight data. Engine and aerodynamic performances are within 2% of the pilot operating handbook values. Though no two engines are ever the same. The flight model uses the most up-to-date features available in the sim, such as the CFD propeller and stall physics, and Sim Update 15 improving ground handling and flexible tyre physics. Engine damage and fouling produce a rough-running engine and decreased performance. Now, when we talk about some of the small attention to detail, which actually turns out to be like very large attention to detail, this thing is absolutely nuts, right? It's absolutely nuts. So what else do we have here? Just like the amount of stuff with this aircraft, it's frightening, right? Absolutely frightening. So In terms of pricing, well, I heard other streamers talk about it, so I'm going to give you the heads up as well. So as I said, the aircraft is going to be available as a standalone. You can pick up either the piston or you can pick up the turbine variant. But the single aircraft is going to cost you £33.99. That's about 43 euros, give or take, or about $48, give or take, right? There's also going to be a money-saving bundle that you can get both aircraft for the price of $49.99. That's €59.95 or $69.99, right? And that'll be pricing via Just Flight. It might change on different websites when they start converting dollars and pounds and euros and all this, but that's the gist of it, right? So you're talking in kind of £50, you're going to get two different types of aircraft, or that's roughly kind of $70. That's for the two of them, right? And I suppose if we were to think about it, when we look at pricing from BlackSquare, Just Flight, or any aircraft that kind of fall into this category of, wow, well, it is up there, but it's comparable to what we already have. Like, consider the Comanche, for example. It's in and around kind of the same kind of price range, but you're getting two aircraft, which is interesting, right? So I'm here on outside the aircraft, and as you can see, well, the weather is absolutely shocking. And well, as today goes on, we'll have better opportunity to really kind of inspect the aircraft, looking around it, getting very, very up close and personal to it. But hopefully you can kind of see already, well, there's detail going on this aircraft, which is just, it's do you know what? It's such a joy to see this level of detail in our sim. Do you know what I mean? Like little things, the engine inlet covers, they have flags on them, right? And the flags move depending on the wind. Like, they actually move, which is incredible. And they'll move in the right direction, right? Dazza Tiara, good to see you. Some say it's the grand old Duke of York. Good morning. Hope you're well. How's the recovery going? There's wear and tear here all over the fuselage, anywhere from like where the screws go in, the rivets go in, there's dirt and grime. The decals are very, very sharp. The modelling on this thing is absolutely stunning, lads. And it comes with a handful of different liveries, which are really, really nice. And look, even the wing vortices here, right? It looks absolutely class. The de-icing or anti-ice features when it comes to the boots. We have our stall warning switch there. What else do we have? The exhaust coming down, the cowl flaps, right? These are, I won't say they're unique because, well, we've seen cowl flaps before, but these ones are motorized, and well, they can take some time to kind of open and close on that, right? We'll have a look now in a moment. What else do we have? Well, the spinners as well, and the prop, and like, look at the detailing on the friggin' prop. Gorgeous stuff, right? Absolutely stunning work here. And the spinners, look at the state of it, right? It's done really, really well. Now, I know it's a very kind of a bright background, but as I said, once we get flying, it'll look a lot better. I think the Piston Duke looks better. The turbine engines just look hilariously too large. yeah. For me, Colonel Fork, I love the Piston. In saying that, the Turbine Duke does offer, well, its own simulation of that engine. It's very complex, like the amount of stuff going on with it, you know. But yeah, like, there it is in the flesh. I mean, I think we can all appreciate just how good the thing looks, right? And if you think about, flight simulation in particular over the last couple of months, I mean, when we've seen releases like the Comanche, like the FSR 500, the PC-12, the TBM 850, Just Flight have been absolutely knocking it out of the park. We took the Tomahawk out for a flight last week. That's one of the best looking modelled aircraft, I think, at the sim, and it sounds great as well. Well, BlackSquare are like absolutely following suit here, and I would say that there's a new standard after being reached, I think, of general aviation add-ons. I mean, this thing, we'll see it now when we go flying, but like, absolutely incredible. And again, if it is the case that anything looks weird or wonderful, well, it is still very much work in progress with BlackSquare working on the aircraft. But you can kind of see from the detailing here, like, I mean, they've done everything, right? I mean, the textures on the tires, the detailing, the decals, the light coming out, drop down from the landing gear, like the decal on the friggin' main strut. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's stuff here you'd be, what are you looking at? So this thing is better than the 310. To say one is better than the other, you're never going to make anyone happy, but like, yeah, it is. It just is, right? And the 310 is brilliant. Do you know what I mean? You can see here the little step going into the aircraft, and like, you can see it's on a hinge, it's on a retractable system that'll go up with the landing gear. And as As I said, plenty of kind of dirt and grime and a couple of notches and L marks around the place. And for the first time I've seen it in the sim, they actually cover the static ports. That's usually never done. And again, you have these removed before flight. They'll move in the wind, which is absolutely incredible, right? It's brilliant. It has the dynamic tail number, so I've turned on my own tail number. The lighting here at the back is done very, very well. As we come up down to the main stabilizer, again, the details up on this. Look, it's just stunning, lads. The rivets are riveting, right? But it's just a beautiful looking aircraft. The modelling is incredible, right? Marcus Infior, good to see you. Poor El Barris mustn't be getting any sleep. Ozflight Simmer, good to see you, man. Yeah, like he's like the amount of projects I say that Barris is working on, he's flat out, absolutely flat out. So I love the shape of it. Do you know what it kind of reminds me of a little bit? And this, you know, the Dove. Do you remember the de Havilland Dove? It's not unlike that in terms of the fuselage, where it comes up to the cockpit, then it gets a little bit bigger. It's a very, very beautiful looking machine. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Visually from the outside, the modelling, texture work, reflections, wear and tear, the grime, just the attention to detail. It's absolutely friggin' stunning. They've done a great job, right? Spice Bazaar, how are you, man? So we're going to hop in here into the cockpit. And we'll start getting ourselves kind of up and running and seeing what this thing is all about, right? So we can see again what we had on the outside in terms of texturing and just look at this detail, right? And again, there's wear and tear. There's a character, like someone, he must have opened a can of Coke or spilt his coffee or something, because like there's a tiny stain up there. Your OCD be like, it's a thing, right? But yeah, the detailing in here, it's absolutely incredible and very similar in terms of detail of what we had outside. And the aircraft can be flown single pilot operation, but you're going to have your hands full. You're going to have your hands full. Textures on the chairs, really nice around the seats. And then as we move back into the cabin, well, it's done very nicely. I mean, look at that carpet. I mean, the textures on this, lads, they're brilliant. Jeez, that's a grand bit of carpet now. Put that in my house. Do you know, and you can see with the seats now, again, I've had very little time with this aircraft, so, you know, my exploration is going to be similar enough to your own, right? I think we can open that door, which we can. Oh, we can, look. Brilliant. So there's the door open, look. Do we have clickable buttons up there? We do. So we've lights and all this. These little gadgets here, that's where you plug in your oxygen. But the aircraft is pressurized, so we don't need to worry too much about that. Can we do that with the table? The tray table. Oh, we can. Look at the state of that, look. Right. I didn't even know that moved. What else can we do? Look, there's an armrest. Oh, we can move the armrests. Nice. Brilliant. There's no curtains that I can see or blinds. Maybe they don't have them. Very, very... Look at can you see the texturing in there? Like, look how good it is. Jeez, there's a bit of a cloud wouldn't go amiss. Do you know what I mean? But I like that. But yeah, the engine pods they're huge, aren't they? They're absolutely huge. So yeah, I think this is a great cabin. It has to be said. Like, it's really, really nice. Beautiful. Right, so, right. The functionality part of this aircraft, well, looking around, we can see a couple of things. We have a baggage door key. Can you see the key? So we can open the baggage door. And look at the key goes in here, look. And look at the detail on the friggin' key, look. Look at the detail on the key. It is the most detailed key in the sim. Right? Brilliant. And that opened up the main baggage door. Now, I've gone with the GTN 750 unit, only because I like using it. But again, you have the options of no GPS. You can go with the 430, the 530, and so on and so forth. So there's a 750 and a 650 in configuration. We have a radar 1150 XL. That's your transponder. I think that's the 327 GTX 327. We have a KNS 81 RNAV system. A whole load of switches and dials. Like, there's lots. And then, of course, we have all the circuit breakers. Absolutely everything is modelled here. Everything is modelled, and it works, right? Which is brilliant. And have a closer listen here, right? So if you were to, you know, if your instruments, right? If you tap on the instrument, and if you notice with them, ever so closely, do you see them shaking? Like, that's the level of degree now. Just to kind of, you know, we'll start with that, right? Absolutely friggin' nuts. Hey, GNAC is here. Good to see you. Right? So we'll go down here. We have an EFB, a brand new system from BlackSquare. This thing I felt was missing from their other add-ons, only because this helps showcase what they've done in terms of simulation a way lot easier than trying to, you know, find all the stuff inside the radar. But they've now changed all that, and they've built and released their first EFB. And I gotta say, this thing is absolutely nuts, right? So we have our options page as the first one, and here we can go through our avionics, all right? Now, I'm on the current build of the sim, it's based on sim update 14. This aircraft very much aimed for sim update 15. So that there could be some weirdness or delays with things loading. So if you see anything weird or wonderful, well, as I said, well, just let me know. But if I wanted to swap out a unit and I can confirm it, just says please wait, changing the avionics in the autopilot system, and there's a bit of loading to happen. And I'm unsure will that be the case after sim update 15 drops, but like seconds and it's done, right? So you can see we can change out the units altogether, right? And there's a 650 in there. We can get rid of that if we wish, right? So you literally have, well, you'd have no GPS, right? And once you change it in, see that? All like, what? Absolutely nuts. So I'm going to put back in my 750, and you'll tell it which version do you have. So we'll go with a combination of a 750 and a 650. We're going to confirm this in and give it a moment. Now, there's other couple of bits and pieces added in here to the tablet that we're going to check out. So you have this cloud strobe effect. These are part of its own visual effects, whereby when, you know, the strobes are flashing, it'll light up the clouds ahead of you, right? And load with chocks and covers deployed. So that's when you want to, every time it's going to be cold and dark sort of thing. Show co-pilot from the inside. I leave that off. And then it has this VATSIM setting, monitor all when COM 1 and 2 is selected. That's brilliant. That's such a handy feature to have in your tablet, because when we're on VATSIM, depending on the avionics units, some of them will allow you to listen in and monitor another channel just by having it dialed into COM 2. But a lot of aircraft won't allow you to do that by default, so they've come up with their own solution by having it, right, which is brilliant. But yeah, now let me see. Yeah, 2 tone of gauges, just 2 tons of them. Yeah, Murph will be which is hit you with the detail. There will. Is there any car simulators out there that have this level of detail? Jersey, probably. Well, I don't know, actually. I doubt it. The KNS-81 is operational. It is. It absolutely is. So next up now we have a payload. And again, you're probably getting vibes here of kind of A2A, as in visualizing where everything is and what it's doing, right? So we can see a couple of things here. Look, we can change it from gallons to pounds into litres and kilos. So depending on your persuasion. And we have our fuel in here as well. So what we got, 150 or 209. We'll top this up. We'll go about 303 in each. And you can see where your center of gravity is. You have all of this is visual, so you can kind of see where everything is, yeah? Then we can have loading in some passengers. Now, again, it's giving you, you know, on the tablet you can see what the crack is. They don't put people in there. Some developers do, some don't. I don't know. What are your thoughts on it, guys? I mean, is it weird or, you know? There's a pilot, so we can remove these just by clicking on them. Same, adding more people in here. Nose baggage, cabin door, and then refill the oxygen. So you have quick buttons here that does all the work for you. You also have the rear baggage. We can probably increase this because it is going to be nose heavy. So we'll put about 20 kilos behind us there. Look. Up there, you W. We'll settle on 18. Now we also have other options here. So we have the wheel chocks in place, the pitot covers, and the engine covers. We'll remove all those in a moment. But you'll see that we have an external power, which is great, GPU, super duper, and also an engine heater. Now, we've seen this before, right? An engine heater, because, well, we'll get into this now in a second. If we have a look at the engine, this is the left engine, and it's giving us, first and foremost, the condition of said engine. And looking in at the engine, well, we're getting this digital representation. We can see where all the pistons are and their location, and they're not just put in there for the crack, right? You can see where they're measured. It also has fuel lines, temperatures, you have air in and out, oil, pre-oiler, you can see your mags, you know, the electrical power coming in, fuel. Like, it's a full schematic, right? Unfeathering, accumulator, alternate air, turbocharger. So we can clean the cylinders, clean the plugs if we need to. We can repair the starter and even recharge the battery, and it's all done from within this, right? So we can repair, as I said, we'll go through all these now. The right engine, much the same, but even the little details. Look, the right engine. Look at the, like, it, right? This is like silly detail. The electrical schematics, this is very interesting. I mean, okay, so we can see our main battery and our battery master. So we've power, the battery is connected to the aircraft. We can see that because, well, it's green, right? Now our switch here for the battery is off, so it's not feeding any additional systems. Again, we can go to external power and that'll feed the main bus. Well, the main bus feeds pretty much everything. We have a left starter motor and a right starter motor, 2 mags. Then you have your inverters, right? Then we have the avionics bus. Then you have your generators. And then you can see all your circuit breakers are located here, and then your avionics bus bar. And it explains to you everything that's in here. Isn't that quite incredible? So, like, if you had a circuit breaker pop, you know, you're going to know relatively quickly where the issue is. So I've just removed one there for the starter and the ignition, and you can see it here now on this schematic. They've popped up, look. And then once we start feeding all these systems, well, that green line will continue on. So you'll actually see the flow of power, right? Or the flow of electricity. And you know, it's just absolutely friggin' nuts, right? Now we can go into the cabin. And looking in at the cabin, again, we're seeing, well, hang on a second. This is all to do with oxygen, and we've pressurized it. We've all sorts of stuff here on the environmental side. So the intercooler, pressure air shut off. We have the heater blowers, the heater exhaust, right? It's got to get out somewhere. Ram air, intercooler, the vents and the blowers, the air conditioning, temperature mode, target mode, pulse oximeter, right? Outflow, safety valve, and then we have our aircraft cabin and altitude. Again, they've visualized all of this into the gadget. It's absolutely friggin' nuts, lads. And once we power up the aircraft, we'll take a look at these systems, because it's just, looking at this simulation is kind of cool. Like, you're not just sitting there, yeah, I can hear the engines running, right? You'll see the thing. This is where the simulation is. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely incredible. Sunday school with Murph. This is the hot start equivalent. Right? It nearly is, right? And then we have our failures. So we can have, like, you know, random failures. We can increase how many we want. Show only active failures. Or we can go down and check and arm or fail any of these failures. There's over 120 of them. Like, nuts, right? Like, you talk about, can this be an aircraft that you train on? Absolutely, yes. Is it an aircraft that there's consequence if you do something wrong? Absolutely, yes. But is it also an aircraft that you just want to go flying and not worry about anything? Yes, you can have all this off. If you don't use this stuff, just turn it off, right? So global failure rate, don't turn it off. I just want to hop in and go flying. I'm not worried about damage or whatever else. Or, no, turn it on. Or if you want a challenge, 1,000 times real time, it'll fail just by looking at it, right? I love it. I love the options here. And again, the developer they're giving us the option of what way we want to do it, right? I love it. So we'll go back to our payload. We're going to remove the pitot covers, the engine covers, and then also the wheel chocks. And we'll put this tablet down just for a moment, right? Because we also have a comprehensive checklist, and we have the in-sim checklist. Now, some people love these, some people hate these. I like them. I think they're very handy. So we have a pre-flight. And again, if you want to get the most out of the simulation, well, you're going to fly the thing per the handbook. You're going to fly it based on what the POH says, any sort of checklist and all this sort of jazz, right? So let's see what happens. So our pre-flight inspection, but we'll say it's done because we've just said, well, we're going to go flying today. Okay. The control locks, we need to remove that. And again, if you don't know where they are, click on the little I button and it'll highlight to where they are. So we have a flight control lock, and then we have our control lock. Nice. Okay, they're out the way, removed. Seats and seat belts are secure, yes. The cabin door, so I need to close the cabin door. It's not latched, right? So if we go back to the cabin door, but we need to close the devil. So we'll kind of reach out here and click on this. Where now?
Oh, Jesus.
That looks good. Emergency pull to defeat pressure lock. Caution, do not pull while cabin is pressurized. That's modelled. That's mad. Right, modelled, absolutely brilliant. So the cabin door is latched. The nose baggage door. Now, if we wanted to grab the nose baggage door, I think we just click down here. No, it'll be in our tablet. It'll be. Oh no, the key. Look, the key. Ah, brilliant. Do you hear those sounds? Right. So the little key goes in. Brilliant. Okay. What else we want? The parking brake. We need to make sure that the parking brake is set. If you're unsure where it is, well, there it is. Parking brake. Pull for on. Push for off, so pulled on, that's good. Next, landing gear, ensure that the gear handle is in the downward position, which it is, we check that. Our electrical switches are all off. Our oxygen pressure, we need to check that.
Jesus.
Right, our oxygen pressure, so oxygen's down here, I think. So we should be between 1550 and 1850. Yeah, we're nearly on, around 1850 there, right, brilliant. You can just... you can't just press things on this, Murph. Stuff happens. Right? Do you know what I mean? Let's just press the big red button. Right? You have to be careful, right? Right. Oxygen pressure is good. Circuit breakers. Look at the amount of them, right? And they're done very, very well. Look at the amount of them. There's tons of stuff here, right? Yeah, they all look good to me. So, yeah. Intercooler. Make sure it's off. So, by intercooler says pull to increase or push to off. So, it's off. Cabin pressure shut off. So, the cabin pressure pull to shut off. Let's not press it. Alternate static air. Where are you now? You're in here. So we have a normal guard on this. So it's on normal at the moment. Otherwise we flick it down. Our carbon, our CO2. Where are you living? You're over there on the left, is it? Oh, there you are. Look. Come back up here. Aha. This is modelled as well. Carbon monoxide is a silent killer, as your man Duncan Stewart would say. And you can see that, well, we can test this. So, yeah, we're working. And this is modelled as well. It's absolutely nuts. Environmental mode, yes. The remain environmental switch is currently off. And we can see, look, we can go to auto heat, auto cool, manual cool. The blower can be on or off. And we have various things to mess around with here as well, right? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, flaps are in the up position. We can see the little handle there now. Yes. Transit, approach, or down. Prop sync is in the off position. Yes. I need to check all these. Let me see. Throttles are closed. Propellers high RPM. So we're going to put our props to high. So let's have a look down here and just again you're listening and listen to the sound and also the visual movement. Like it's so freaking smooth, and even the reflections. Like lads, the reflections on the prop lever. Like I mean, for the love of you, would you look at the state of that? Right, beautiful. Mixture needs to be fully rich on both sides. So again, we'll move these divils up. The sounds are absolutely class. Mixture's both rich. Trims need to be centered. So go down here now. Let's have a look at our rudder trim centered, aileron trim centered, and then our elevator trim. Sounds for everything. Brilliant. Fuel selectors need to go on. Fuel selectors are below the seats. Let's have a quick look. So left is on, right is on. Super duper. Emergency landing gear instructions. What instructions do you need to follow? Start shouting and screaming. What does that do? Let's not mess with it. That looks like the emergency gear. Oh, look at this with the chocks here as well. Didn't cop that before. So your chocks are actually located just here behind you, look. What are you doing, Murph? So there's the chocks. If I click on the chocks, they'll go back out onto the aircraft. That's fierce handy, isn't it? And if you click them in there, that's fierce handy. And there's a little control lock switches or gadgets as well. Isn't it brilliant? Absolutely brilliant. Airspeed limitations. Here we are now. This is important. Close that. So, gear. Maximum extended speed, 174 knots. Right. Don't go faster than 174. Minimum single engine control, 85 knots. Single engine climb. Best angle for 100 knots. Best rate at 112. Recommended approach speed, 100. Okay. Flaps. Approach, 174. Maximum speed with full flaps is 140. Fair enough. Do not land while pressurized. Oh, Jesus. The airplane must be operated as a normal category airplane in compliance with operating limitations stated in the form of placards, markings, and manuals. No aerobatic maneuvers, including spins, are approved. The aircraft is approved for VF4, IF4, day and night operations, and the aircraft is approved for flight in known icing conditions. So it's a very capable machine, this, right? Very, very capable. Right, continue on with the checklist. So I'd say our before flight check is complete. Tick you, tick you, tick you. Did I miss something? Landing gear, yeah, that's okay. Right, so that's done. 22 of... I'm missing one. There it is. Right, okay. Engine cold. So you can start the engine, be it if it's a cold engine, which it is, or a hot, right? So we'll go with the cold. So let's just have a now look at what we're saying. So we're going to say, right, battery be turned on, and we need to make sure that the volts are at 23 minimum. Okay, so we have a battery switch over here. So we're going to turn on the battery. Do you hear the sounds? Open the window here. And again, let's inspect what we're looking at. Look at the dials. Look what they're doing. Right. So this has now come alive. We can actually see where all the power is going, look. Isn't that class looking? So battery master is on. Bus volts need to be at 23 volts minimum. But we're way over that. We're like, there's 20, 21, 22. We've 24 volts. Sweet. Fuel quantities, we're going to check on these. So fuel quantities are here, left and right. So we've 76 and 76. Cowl flaps, we're going to make sure that these guys are open. So, open. I can't hear the motor. If I want to close them, listen to this. They take a while. And then they stop. Right, so if we were to check outside, I closed the right cowl. So just see there on the engine, there's the left cowl open, the right cowl fully closed. That's ridiculous. Right, I need to open that again. The motor changes its sound depending on what direction, which would be right because there's gravity there, right? So it's moving faster opening than it is closing. That's brilliant. Cutlass Ahoy is here. Good to see you. Ahoy. Okay, that's open. Enunciators are going to test and consider these, so we can press. So it's telling us the gens are off, inverter and fuel pressure. That's okay. Now we're going to go for the fuel boosters. So it's going to ask for the left boost on. It's audible. Right booster on. They're unique sounds as well. They're not the same. They're slightly different. The right one is actually moving a little bit faster. But yeah, these are both on. Yeah. Okay, that's before starting the engine. That's it. Checklist complete. Sweet. Okay, engine start. Oil pressure greater than 15 pounds per square inch. So let's have a look. What's this now? Greater than 15 psi. Oil pressure. Oh, sorry. Oil. There's temperature and there's pressure. Why isn't that moving though? Interesting. Remove you for the moment. Did we miss this before starting? Booster pump. No, they're all fine. Engine start. Aha! I missed the pre-oiler. It was up the top of the page. So we have a pre-oiler, so we're going to go for the right engine first. So let's have a look at this. The right engine, right? And we have a pre-oiler switch here. So we're going to do this for 30 seconds. And I want you to have a look at what's happening on the screen, right? So the right side. So you can see the little motor moving, right? And we can now see oil starting to move up and around the engine. You can actually follow that oil because it's actually pre-oiling the whole system. That's absolutely nuts. Look! You can see where the oil is actually moving around. That's absolutely nuts. So 30 seconds is required. Isn't that incredible? Higor, yes indeed. So I can see now it's completed a full circuit, so that's me 30 seconds. Can you see the line in there? So the engine is pre-oiled. Isn't that incredible? And we can now verify that that worked by now checking out our oil pressure. And it should be above greater than 15 psi. Well, if that's 100 and that's... Let's pretend it's okay. It is pre-oiled though. Okay, mixture fully rich. Which it is. Right propeller high RPM. Right throttle fully open. Booster pump on now for 5 to 8 seconds. Fuel flow should be greater than 50. Which it is. It's off the friggin' chart, look. Booster pump off. Throttle open a half an inch. And then we're going to start the... we're going to hit the starter. And then we're looking for about 1,000 RPM. And oil pressure will be green after 30 seconds. Okay, let's give it an old blast and see what happens. Disappear the yoke. Or the EFB. Oh no, we can leave it on. Right, so we're going to go... Let me see. Right, left, both. I'm going to say clear prop. Come on, Betsy. What? Sorry now, but like, I could probably do with a lie down and a cigarette after that. Did you just hear that? Jesus! Right, continue. Starter engage. Right throttle, somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200. There we go. Right oil pressure needs to be in the green. Oil pressure's in the green, and that's verified. Yeah. Right fuel annunciator has been extinguished, yes. Right generator can be turned on. Let's have a look at the electrical system. So we're going to turn on the right gen. Are we ready? Down here, look. Nice. Right, this is absolutely incredible. The generator load needs to be below 0.25. And here it is. Okay. Bus volts are going to be 28 volts. 25, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's around 8. Engine instruments, we're going to check these now. Yes. So we can see manifold pressure is low. RPM and fuel. All looking good. Battery temperature needs to be below 120 degrees. Yeah, it's very low. Brilliant. And now we repeat the same for the left engine. Okay. So that's a right engine. Just let's look at the animation, lads. Look at the state. Now I'm just thinking, should I lean this mixture a little bit so we're not fouling plugs? It takes a moment to react. Battery capacity has already dropped, look. Isn't that a beautiful animation? Look at that. So your airflow coming in, pushed into the engine, circulates it, and then it exhausts. And then part of the exhaust powers the turbocharger. Insanity. Right, left engine. Same crack again. So you can see these lines are empty. Yeah? Nothing here. Alright. So we need to put in the pre-oiler. The fan starts up. You see the oil moving? And everything's moving so much faster now because the engine and the generator is being powered. We'll leave it on for 30 seconds just to get the oil circulating. Check out the oil PSI during pre-oiling. Oh, look at it rising there, yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So oil pressure needs to be greater than 15. Mixture's going to go fully rich. Prop is in high RPM. Left throttle fully open. Booster pump is going to come on. We're talking 5 to 8 seconds. Fuel flow is very high. So it's at 100 and odd. Once it's more than 50, we're laughing. Booster pump off. Throttle we're going to open half an inch. And we're going to engage the starter. Are we ready? Mags right, left, both. Clear prop. Come on, Betsy. Come on, Betsy. $1,000 to 1200 on the RPM. Yeah, we're thereabouts. Oil pressure needs to be green within 30 seconds. It's already green. Fuel pressure annunciator is off. Left generator going to come on. Let's have a look at the electrics. Again, we're going to go for the generator. Left generator. And that's all working well. Generator load needs to be below 2.5.
Hello there.
Bus volts at 28. Engine instruments check. We have everything working. Everything's coming alive. It's incredible, isn't it? Goat friend, welcome in. Is this aircraft real? JW, it's mad, isn't it? Do you hear even trying to get the thing to turn over? Amazing. Pre-oiler is off. Battery temperature below 140. Yeah, we're still low. And that's done. Engine start hot, flooded, or after starting. Okay. So the inverters need to come on. So we'll close our window. Right. Let's inspect the engines here now. So engine condition, battery is good. Battery's recharged here. Engine condition, good. Look at the difference even in the voltage of the generator. That's just absolutely incredible. Right, okay, so we're going to say boost pumps on if above 32 degrees, which it's not. Lights as required. Jesus, I should have turned on some lights, but sure, listen, it's grand. Nav can go to on, beacon on. They should have been on, lads, that's my bad. Beacon and recognition lights, turn those on. Panel lights, turn these on as well. We'll check what it all looks like at night time. Weather radar needs to go to the off or standby mode. So let's have a look here now. It's on, so we'll go standby mode for the moment. Avionics are now going to come on. Avionics master switch. And again, you have a great sound for that. Inverter needs to go onto the main. Inverter is on. Cabin temperature and mode as needed. So let me see. What is the temperature inside the cabin? Look at all this power up, lads. That's absolutely friggin' incredible. We'll say auto cool. Mixture, lean for taxi. Park and brake release, and then brakes need to be checked. Okay, that's next up then is going to be the run up. So let's just make sure we're fully set here. So what are we climbing at today? Well, she can go fairly high, this machine. So we'll put in 16,000, right? Flight level 160. And that's at the 10 o'clock position. That's where we can dump things. Co-pilot air. You can actually hear, I don't know, well, I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. Usually they give you a little screen or a dial showing you what the temperature is. We'll find it somewhere else, I'm sure, right? But you can hear the air coming on there. Absolutely beautiful, right? Prop sync, leave it alone for the moment. Gyro's already on. Lights doing what they need to do. Here's all our interior lights. Look at this. Flood lights, sub panel, pedestal. Beautiful. Prop heat, fuel vents, pitot heats, ground heater or prop heat ground test, windshield ice. So many things here. Is that okay? So there's the tablet. Remove that. Ah, look at that. The little clock works on the yoke. That's so Beechcraft. Get back inside the plane, Murph. Autopilot unit. Ah, here we go. Look, cabin temperature is low. Here we go. Right, we'll turn up the divil. You can hear the blower. That's incredible. So we'll say auto heat. Can you try the wipers sound? The wipers sound? Is there wipers on it? No, there's no wipers. The wipers do nothing. We do have some visors. Oh, look, you can move them as well. Nice, nice, nice. Right, get up there now, silly thing. Oh, you can extend it too. Look, brilliant. Right, interior lighting. Let's go check it out, right? Let's go back here now. And what do we have above us? Nice spill lighting. Okay, let's make it nighttime just to see how the L... Ooh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice, lads. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. Okay, how do we customize what's going on up here now? So panel lights off or on. Okay. So panel... Let me see. Dim, flood. Oh, yes. You have a lot of control over your lighting. Sub-panel, pedestal. Left, right, engine. It's so subtle and I absolutely love it. So your left instruments. You see? Can you guys see that? You can see them changing. Why don't we test the strobes here now as well? Get our taxi lights, wing eyes. Put all our lights on here for the moment. Oh, look at that. So our nav lights, beacon lights, leave off the recognition lights. So that's what she's like on the lighting front. It's pretty, isn't it? Oh yeah, look at the beacon. It's a proper rotating beacon. Fantastic. Oh, you gotta love it, right? You gotta love it. It's beautiful. Beyond ATC just dropped. I think so, yeah. Okay, back to live time here. And what else can we do here now? Right, so here's our radio. Volume COM1, COM2. Okay. And that'll all be controlled from within here. Transponder. Just put in a something. Turns on. Enter. And I suppose we better put in a bit of a flight plan. So where are we going to first? We're going to Belfast. Flight plan. Destination. Let's go Echo Golf Alpha Alpha. Hello. Okay. Okay. So on the ground is Shannon. It's going to be a runway 6 departure. What else do we need to do? Gesundheit. I had to sneeze, lads. May the 5th be with you. Pilot kid, good to see you. Cancel my plans for the rest of the day, right? Day 1 purchase for me from BlackSquare. Enjoyed the other products. Really, really good. This is the PMS 750. Yeah, they released Beyond ATC, did they? I don't think I have a microphone that will work. We'll do that later. I might do that on Wednesday. What else? VLOC or GPS. Brilliant. Okay. Altitude. We'll go up a little bit high here. We said 16, yeah? Nav or RNAV. Man, I love that with BlackSquare. Look at the see the animation there when things move? Absolutely stunning, right? Stunning. I suppose we'll get our staller heat on. There's probably a check for those now in a moment. But we'll see what happens. Now the engines are warm. Let's do a sound test, friends. We'll be having now a listen to see what this is all about. We'll put our mix. We'll do it in a run-up test, but we'll do it here. Mixture rich, right? Let's have a listen to the sounds. Mind your ears now. alone for a while. Did you... Right! That's incredible. Do you hear the sound of the turbocharger? Listen. Man alive. What's it like inside? That is incredible. That's incredible. Boris has absolutely knocked this one out of the park. Ah! Right. Landing lights off. Don't need the strobes on. We're going to taxi up to the active and then we'll do a run-up test. Make sure our altimeter is reset as well. Right, so brakes off. Small bit of power. We're rolling. And we're going to test the brakes. Left and right on both together. Brakes are working. There's my internal temperature. Aha. Ah, lads. Are we enjoying this so far? Like, absolutely insane, isn't it? Multiplayer on. Man, Colonel Fork. See, I do need reminders every now and again, lads, because I'm an idiot, right? Now, the autopilot. Okay, so we'll have to mess around with that now in a moment. So that's we taxi here, look.
Jesus.
Oh, this is very pretty. The sounds, lads. Jesus. It's incredible. Look at the exhaust rattling around, look. Now, will they react to the power? Hang on. Look at them shaking and vibrating. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That is incredible.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus, did BlackSquare even see the light of day for the last year they were building this, or 2 years? Mother of God, it's unbelievable. Gibbo! Good to see. Ah, Gibbo, Jesus, man, the sounds. Holy crap, man. Hang on, we'll have to do it. Sorry, lads, but this needs it. We're doing it again. Mind your ears now, Gibbo. Put your head up close to the phone. The sound... the sounds don't help with the hangover. The sounds change depend... Like, they're 3D sounds. It's ridiculous. Mr. Tommy is here. I'm not taking notes. That's just insane. American 87, good to see you. Welcome in, everyone. Happy Sunday. This is just friggin' nuts, right? I don't know what damage I'm causing the engine, but she's warm, like, so it's grand. We're just burning a whole load of fuel. It's absolutely gorgeous. You're going to break it before you get off the gas. Yeah, all right. I can't help it, Colonel Fork. Stop doing that, Murph. You're going to break it. Oh, but it's so nice. Tarmo, I don't have it set up. But yeah, we'll turn on that stuff in a bit. Now I need to do a run-up. Checklist for the run-up. Yes. Run-up. Okay, so we'll do all this over here now in a moment, right? Like, it's just a complex airplane. Do you know what I mean? I've been trying to do that stuff for 2 years now. Dude, it's just... Holy crap when you see it. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll do a run up here because we got floating planes and stuff, and sure, listen. Right, get ourselves into the wind as best we can. Alright, so park and brake on. Checklists. So park and brake is set. Annunciators test just done. Remote compass slave and test. Okay. Fuel selectors crossfeed. Oh Jesus. Alright, I nearly killed it. It's okay. Booster pumps, come on. Mixture fully rich. Throttle up to 2,000 RPM. Oh yes. Go on, you devil, get up there. Okay, exercise the left prop. Should see a drop. Let me see. Wow! Right prop. Left mag. Good. Go the right mag. There's a drop. And we're good. Instrument air should be green and no lights. Gyro. Instrument air green, no lights. Left gen needs to go to off. Okay. Let me see here. So left generator off. Left generator load should now go to 0, which is 0, and the right one has increased. Right generator goes off. Right generator load 0. Left gen on. Load above 0.25. It's at 0.5. Right gen on. Should be above 10. Yeah, it's at 0.25. Let me see. Throttle up to 2,500. Oh, Betsy. Up the road. Come on. Up you get. Okay, there's 2,500. Cockpit window closed. Closed. Cabin altitude to field elevation. Correct. Cabin differential needs to go to 0. Correct. Cabin rate 10 o'clock. Set. Cabin altitude goal 1,000 feet below 0. Turn this divil. Diddly 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 dip. So there's -1. Test. See the cabin altitude there just behind me head, look? See it dropping? That's deadly. Cabin altitude set first assigned altitude. Back up to 16. And throttle back to 1,500. We're getting a cylinder head temperature warning. Propeller heat needs to come on. Prop heat ground test. Now, where are we reading these for the amps? Oh. There's the amps there, look. 14 and 28. Propeller heat off. That's so cool. Windshield heat needs to come on. Look at that coming up. Somewhere between 220 and 260. Yeah, we're good. They've increased. Ampermeters have increased. Windshield heat off. Left pitot heat on. It's on. Animators have increased. Let's double check. Same with the right. Yes. Left fuel vent needs to come on. Should be an increase, which there is. Just under 2.5. Okay, so the fuel vents stay open. Heating switches need to come out to off. They're all off. Surface de-ice goes to manual. Okay. Boot pressure 15 to 20 psi. Okay, this is going to be awkward. Let's try it. There she goes. Now, will this open the boots on the wings? It does. Look at the... can you guys see the boots on the wings? Holy crap, they have this done. Mother of Jesus, this is brilliant. Hang on. You need to see this. So you can see the wings there, lads, yeah? Seen? Seen. Right, watch this. Manual. Look at that, look at the boots. That's ridiculous. Dougal McTavish, good to see you. Look at that, the boots are all deployed. Let go of the switch. And they go back in. Ah, that's brilliant, isn't it? That's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Continue on. Surface de-ice, single cycle, boot pressure, yes. Surface de-ice off. Yes. Throttle back down to 1,000. Fuel selectors on. Left and right. Pitch trim power on. Electric trim exercise. Yeah, that's working. Autopilot need to test. Autopilot test. Heading bug 30 degrees left. Autopilot master engage. Look at that. Heading mode engage. Yoke movement done. Flight director bank left. I don't see the flight director. Flight director on. There we go. Heading bug 30 degrees right. There goes the yoke. There goes the flight director. Autopilot disconnect. Press autopilot off. Autopilot off. Disconnect. Flight director off. Elevator trim set for takeoff. Flaps check operation. Flaps in transit. They're moving. Oh, look at the animations. Beautiful. Window closed. Cabin door annunciator has been extinguished. Flight controls free and correct. So, full forward, full back, full left, full right. Left aileron goes up. Right aileron down. Right aileron up. Left goes down. I probably won't be able to see the elevator or the rudder. We'll do it from out here. Beautiful. Altimeter has been set. Departure altitude set. Takeoff heading set. Panel lights dim for takeoff. Park and brake release. Before takeoff, mixture, oil, battery charge, aircon, lighting, transponder, weather. Okay. I think we're good to go flying. We hope. We really hope. Okay, park and brake. It's just, lads, this is just gorgeous. Are we actually flying now? Yes. Well, not just yet. Colonel Fork, it's like this. If I break it, I'll be... Well, I'm still known as an idiot. I was going to say I'll be forever known as an Egypt, but sure, we already know that by now, don't we? Ah, man, I'm loving this. Look at this big Egypt. This is just incredible. And the sun is starting to make a show as well. Brilliant. Now, for immersion, try not to hit the other planes, Murph. Do you know what I mean? All is well in the realm. Thanks, lads. I'll squeeze by you. Okay. Let me see. Altitude port. Flaps are set. All the lights are on. Yes. Runaway 06 looks to be having you. That's us lined up. Okay, Jesus, quite foggy, isn't it? Alright, set here just for a moment. Mixture is rich, prop full. We're walking, talking, and squawking. Mixture, yes. Oil temperature is 35. Yes. Battery temperature below. Yes. Battery charge, annunciator, good. Aircon off. Transponder, alt, weather radar. Takeoff, throttle, brakes. Full throttle, release the brakes. Check, landing gear, retract at 110. Autopilot, observe, lights off. Okay. Let's go flying. Are we ready? So, hold the brakes. Power coming in. Off the brakes. Jesus. Spin alive. Upsie daisy. Pause and ready to climb. Gear up. Tapping the toe brakes. Passing 300, flaps in. Easy now. There's a middle marker. Autopilot on. Let's go nav mode. Now, in terms of any sort of vertical speed, and we can look. So pitch. Down you divil. Oh, nice. We got a little bar here. Right, okay. So let's aim for 1,000. Or 1,500 will probably do it. It's 1,500. That was fairly painful. Okay, after takeoff, quick check. Max continuous power, so we're saying mixture max, propellers 2750 on the RPM. 25, 26, 27, 50. There we go. Manifold pressure 41. 41.5, roughly there. Cowl flaps are open, prop sync can now be turned on. Let's listen to the sound, so, right? Oh man, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so max continuous climb, or en route climb. So she wants 35.5 on the manifold pressure. So we'll bring this back a little bit. Keep an eye on her speed, how this affects it. So we're doing 160 on a climb here. That's pretty good, right? So there's 35.5. Drop the nose down a little bit. Get it back down to about 1,000 feet per minute. Booster pumps can come off. Cabin pressure monitor. It's climbing. Cabin temperature as desired. Engine performance monitor. Okay. We're doing a thing. Oh, look at that, lads. Isn't that something? Absolutely beautiful. I mean, that's just stunning, isn't it? It's just fast. Yeah, it is fast. Like, we're doing what, 160 on 1,000 feet per minute climb? A little bit higher. Try and get this nose down here a little bit. There we go. 35.5. Temperatures and pressures all okay from what I can see. Yeah, we're looking good, lads. We're looking good. It's absolutely stunning. What a beautiful machine. You have to do a flyby. Are we ready for the sounds? Oh, Jesus. Let's try that again. There's no words, lads. There are no words. Absolutely incredible sounds, right? Just incredible sounds. Unbelievable. Alright? Okay, so what's our altitude at now? We're just coming up to 9,000. Still climbing nicely. Speed is looking good. 170 on the climb. 19 degrees inside the cabin. We're still climbing. We want to go up to 1.6. Cabin altitude, so far so good.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Okay, what's the next checked? Let me see now. Max continuous power, transition altitude before we get there. So altimeters will go to standard, which it should be already be at. Onto standard now, Murph. Cabin pressure monitor, that's okay. Cowl flaps as required. Booster pumps will go off. Pitot heat on if less than 4 degrees. Windshield heat as required. Lean the mixture. Lean of peak. We'll go lean of peak. Props 2500. Manifold pressure 32. So that's when we get to our cruise. Okay. Nowhere near the cruise yet. How's everyone doing behind us? Colonel Fork is in a King Air looking good. Side 120, Fierce Wolf, Druid Zeus. Wannabe Texan is there. What do you make of this machine? DeBlaze, good to see you. Abby, welcome in. Emma, I was just thinking of getting the turbine, but the sound of the piston is amazing too. It's just incredible. It's incredible. Absolutely gorgeous. Beyond ATC is released, yeah. We'll have a mess around with that maybe later on, or definitely we'll do it on Wednesday. we're kind of chugging along here. We've got a nice bit of a leg up here to Belfast. So we want to get up to 160. We're climbing nice and handy. In terms of... Let's see here now. So, lean find. Richard Peak. Lean. Let's see here now. Right, we'll do that now in a moment. Once we get into our cruise, we'll worry about all of that. Low thrust detector. This is just so very, very nice, isn't it? Chancellor, also nice. Really nice. Kaharia waves from over flight level 360. Good morning, Kaharia. How are you? Where are you flying? Where are you off to? Kaharia is on a mission. It's just incredible. Now, what else do we have? Like 160 pages of a manual as well, lads. Like, what? Incredible. Back from CYYR to Dublin, bringing the 738 back. Oh, nice. How does it feather? We'll check it out. The Grattler, good to see you. So, what we could do is... okay. Do we want to try and break it? Now, in terms of procedures, let's have a look. So, engine failure in flight. Left engine in up, crossfeed. Maximum glide, Jesus. Simulated engine out. So propeller, feather, manifold pressure. Okay. So we're going to just feather the prop. We'll do it on the right, will we? And then manifold pressure back to 12. Out. And out. The sound. And how's the autopilot adjusting? No, I've prop sync on. I should have turned that off. See the warning here, low thrust detector. There's a long pause in me sim. Beyond ATC, same price as SimFX. Wow, is it? Jesus. Man alive, look at this, she's doing well. That prop is fully feathered. Down there now, you devil. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that, lads. That's beautiful looking. And it's trying to kind of click. It's not just windmilling. It's actually is locked now. Look at that. Okay, so to undo the process, we'll go prop in. I will expect to spin. Unfeather the prop. She'll start spinning now in a moment. There she goes. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? Right, we'll try it one more time, right? Now we know what we're doing. Listen to the sounds. Prop sync off, right? The joys of having your controls set to one axis. It's done really well. Let's feather the, we'll go with the right or the left prop now, just to see, right? Jesus, don't over friggin' do it, Murph. Uh, 380 horsepower, Lycomen. What? It's so nice. Gary Duggan, good to see you. Yeah, beautiful airplane. Absolutely stunning. Right, we're still climbing. 500 to go. Hear the sound changing? That's brilliant. Okay, what are we at now? 150-ish. It's just stunning. Right, so into the cruise we go. Right, so what was the cruise? Let's see. Cowl flaps as required. Well, that'd be temperatures, wouldn't it? Let's close them when we see what happens. And again, we'll have a look at the engine visualizer when we're doing all of this. Oh yes, everything looks terribly hot. So you can see the cowl flap there, yeah? Okay, so it's closed. Left engine. Go ahead and close this. Lean mixture and props back to 2500. Okay, lean the prop. There we go. And there we go. Props back to 25. There we go. Manifold pressure 32. There we go. Okay. So in cruise flight, 190 knots. Nothing wrong with that, lads. Craig Malton, good to see you. Good morning from a sunny España. About to check out, or about to do a flight from Gatwick to Murcia. Nice. The Olympics, good to see you. I haven't broken it yet, no. Brilliant, right? I've been given approval to buy both. Yay. Yeah, they're very, very good. Okay, so look at the heat difference. Right engine, left engine. Now, is the purple too hot, I wonder? Let's run like this for a moment and see what happens. Electrical system's all fine. The cabin. Look at what's going on, right? Target is 21 degrees. Pressurization is going well. Let's keep an eye on the engine, see what we're doing, right? But this is us cruising along. It's very, very good. 190 knots. Not bad, right? The Olympics is shocked. Murphy, surely you would have broken it by now. Colonel Fork, are you in the BlackSquare King Air? Colonel Fork. Lads, I gotta tell you, this aircraft, man alive, there's so much going on about this. Adding for this sim has, like, Dougal, absolutely. I was only saying, like, you're in an Embraer. Alright, it's coming up as B350. Huh? Yeah, man, it's like, over the last couple of months, all the aircraft we seem to be getting from the general aviation, and this is another standard today. And when they release this aircraft, like, it's very close to release, lads. Like, when the aircraft is released, you're going to see it yourselves. Like, this is more than just, you know, we'll go for an L flight. This is, you're experiencing a full simulation, and I love it. I love it. So there is, I imagine that's high temperature, right? I imagine. Because the cowl flaps are closed. Now, let's for pig iron, let's open up the owl flaps. Oh, the cowl flap, right? So I'm going to open up the left cowl flap, and let's just see. It should create a small little imbalance as well. But we'll keep an eye on things, and just to see that purple? See will that go back to red? So the left cowl flap is fully open, so we'll monitor it in a little bit, right? You can see it underneath the aircraft. Our left engine, the cowl is open. Like, even the exhaust shake and rattle. You can do both in the middle. Can you do both? Oh, oh, can you? Oh, you can! Ah, nicotine, that's brilliant. Well, I just want to do one for the moment to figure out where it's at, yeah? Because I want to see, will this have any impact on the temperature? Do you know what I mean? If the airflow comes in on this side, circulates around and then goes back out again. And I can't see it there from the spark plug. And I suppose if you were to say, you know, where does this aircraft kind of stack up? Well, there's no walk around mode either. You know, like you look at A2A did, you look at Just Flight did. But apart from that, like, Jesus. 1570 is pretty toasty. 1570? Yeah. But like, it's just, I love this. This is class. Doesn't seem to be making much of a difference. Engine condition is still 100%. I mean, that's brilliant, right? Man, Murph, yeah, you didn't break it yet. Right, so let's open both. There we go. That's handy that we have a switch for both. Nicotine, thanks for the tip on that one, dude. Are you a dev? Okay, fully open. And again, we're just monitoring just even the electrical system, make sure all is okay. Inside the cabin, everything's okay. Jesus. It's really, really good. And like even the tablet, like, you know, it's supposed to be clipped onto, that's what it's simulating. Like, yeah, your tablet is now on the yoke. Brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Just a BlackSquare enthusiast, indeed. Beautiful weather now over Ireland. It is nice out there today. It's not terribly warm yet. It is to get up fairly decent though. It's like 17 degrees today, I think. What a visually stunning airplane. As in the design of it. Absolutely gorgeous. The detailing is off the chart, lads. Absolutely incredible. Great day for solar generation. Man, Gibbo! Gibbo, I'm going to get you a Greta Thunberg t-shirt, right? Gibbo sitting back in his rocking chair. Ah, it's a great old day for the old solar energy. Brilliant. By the way, Gibbo, so I did lots of testing, right? Reshade, very, very good. However,
hello there.
2 CTDs with it, but I think I know why, right? Flo NMG, good to see you. Is carburetor icing simulated? Yeah, it would be. It would be. Texas One Flyboy, 24 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. So yeah, and no, I had no performance impact at all, Gibbo. Like not even 1 FPS. So I'll mess it around. I'll mess around it a little bit more just to kind of dial in the settings, because like you'd be there all day going through them. So yeah, we'll have to have an old gawk at that. The next thing was then the sounds on the other gadget doesn't like me system at all. It works, but I can't hear the end result, if that makes sense. So I'll mess around with that a bit more. But a genius bit of software. But I think, do you know what's kind of half making it messy on my side? Because I have the GoXLR and I have Wave software running as well. It kind of, I won't say it interferes with it, but it's very hard to get the settings dialed in because you have to reroute it through 2 different sources. Anyway, it's very, very good though. Give us a genius. He just finds stuff that's handy for your sim. Oh, look at the detailing. Even the sounds, lads. Sold, Gibbo. Sold to the highest bidder. 2:46 a.m. Jesus. NM Flyer. A tad more sophisticated than the 402 I used to fly back in the 70s, says Gary. It's beautiful. The sounds. Colonel Fork, you're joking. It's positive. You might as well. It's tomorrow anyway. You might as well stay up. Right. Fight the sleep. Fight the sleep. Murphy, don't make things sleepy. You'll be grand, Colonel Fork. Don't worry about it at all. Do world updates such as US Nordics impact performance, and should I install them that I never fly them? Stockholm Skies, you're welcome in. It depends, right? If you want to fly in that region, I'd say, yeah. If you don't, they may not impact your normal FPS performance, but they will add to your loading times, if that makes sense. Colonel Fork says, you wonder why I kept asking you about flying. I waited a week. Sorry, my bad. I can just picture you now. Why isn't the Egypt flying? Just fly, Murphy, will you? I'm staying up beyond, like, stupid hour. Hey, Burstix is here. Good to see you, man. Stockholm Skies. Yeah, like, if you're going to fly in those locations, sure. But if you're not going to, I wouldn't bother. Man, just check some of your third-party sceneries. Sometimes they need assets from world updates. Just double check. This thing is just ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. The sounds are absolutely friggin' unbelievable. It's just class, isn't it? No release date yet, but soon, right? Very soon. Like, look at where they're at. They're kind of dependent on Sim Update 15. Sim Update 15 is bringing new changes about it. A little bit of an update in terms of the avionics and also the new physics for tires and all this sort of jazz. So it depends, I think, on what Microsoft are going to do. If they delay the release, I don't know. They might do a thing. Any plans to integrate beyond ATC? Says Malton. Yes. Do I have beyond ATC? No. I have say intentions, I think. I'll install it. I have access to it. I'll play with it. How do I get a microphone now to detect my voice on that PC? How am I going to do that now? Does anyone know? Oh, plug in a webcam. Where's that webcam going? Where's that Logitech going? Oh, it's going into there. Very excited about the Duke. I just wonder if we'll be able to swing what I project to be $40 for the turbine and the piston. I think it's going to be around 70 for both. Hey, Muse fan, good to see you. Taylor says, yeah, plug in a webcam. I think so. Am I running the beta of which? Vince is here, good to see you. Al says, I think I'll be getting beyond ATC. I prefer the on rails experience versus freefoam. Each, yeah, they're about $40. You can get the two of them for about 70 when they release Burst 6. This plane is A2A quality. It just is. It just is. Scythe, good to see you. Burst 6. Isn't it late over there, though? Like, you've nothing to worry about. Yourself and Colonel Fork are on silly o'clock. Okay, how are we getting on now, plane? Okay. Electrical system looking good. Cabin looking good. Alright, let's just do a quick monitor here of all our stuff. Manifold pressure, 32 and a bit. 25, although you can probably go up ever so slightly. There you go. Fuel flow is looking good. Temperatures and pressures all in the green. That's perfect. Cabin temperature, a nice 18 degrees. Now, what's this? What does this do? Oh, is that for the computer? Yeah, that's for your computer. Nice. So if I want to have a look at my exhaust gas temperature, I can see it there. Look. Cylinder head temperature 292. You can't see that because my big mallet is in the way. Look. you see the EDM 760? See that orangey dial circular thingy? Yeah. Is there an iPad or like, yeah, there is. This be your gadget here, look. And it's fully animated. So we have your options in terms of avionics and payload, weight and balance, all your exterior bits and pieces. Full visualization over the engines. Like, that is absolutely friggin' class looking. Same with the electrical system. Cabin environmental systems. Everything from your cabin altitude, temperature, pressure, all that jazz. And then an incredible failures menu. Over 120 failures, right? Shut up, Gibbo. Who asked you? Where's that guitar? No! Jesus. Gadgets galore. Can it be moved like A2A? Can you actually move it? I don't believe so. No, I don't think you can move it. At least, no, I can't move it here. Like, unless it's designed like to be down at the yoke, you know? But I'm not sure. Yes, we're doing well. 51 miles out, so we're heading up to Echo Golf Alpha Alpha, Aldergrove, Belfast for our first stop. And we'll see how we go after that. It's just, Jesus, like. I put like 200 failures on the 4.2. 200 failures, that's ridiculous.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Alison Johnson is here. What is this witchcraft? She says on a Sunday. Ali is here 44 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, Ali. God almighty. How are you? Ali, we're here with the... Ali, you're going to love this.
Jesus.
You're going to love this. The Dukes. This is the piston-driven Duke, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It is some of the best... It is the best sounding aircraft in the sim. Hands down, no contest. Listen to the sound change as I pan the camera, right? Meanwhile, Gibbo puts on earmuffs. Still hungover. Sorry. Do the flyby. Do the thing. The thing, Murph. Do a flyby again, right? Mind your ears now. Gibbo, just, earmuffs. Seemed like a great idea at the time. When does it come out? Soon. That's all we have. It just says soon. All right, have a listen. Jesus, right? It's absolutely class. Now I wonder, we'll do another one, right? Because if I get a little bit lower, we'll do something like this, right? And let's see if this works. So if we get a little bit lower, we should get a slightly better sound. Where are we at now, view-wise? Yeah, we're bang over the nose, right? Right, we'll try this one. Jesus, though, right? Absolutely brilliant. Stunning, in fact, stunning. Why are your cowl flaps still open? If you're at cruise altitude, they should be closed. Gotta go, Joe. So, well pointed out, Joe. A great observation you've made. However, according to the checklist, right? Cruise. It says cowl flaps as required. Which is, I thought was strange, right? As required, because usually you'd close them, right? But inspecting the engine, well, there doesn't seem to be much of an impact at this altitude. I mean, all I'd be doing with the cowl flaps open at this stage is drag, or a potential for icing if I was in the clouds. But yeah, I had them closed, and it didn't seem to make much of a difference. I'll close them here now, because, like, I didn't see any visual change. Now, temperatures went up a little bit, but nothing major. Do you know? That'd make an awesome intro sound, wouldn't it? I just to say, Murph, my partner Anna is a Belfast girl with no interest in aviation, but she appreciated seeing your better half on the interrupted stream. Ah, thank you very much indeed. Jesus, what a Friday night, lads. God almighty. Hey, Martella's here. Good to see you. This is a great aircraft. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, how it's going to behave with, like, me flying it? You know what I'm saying? We'll find out. Just for less drag. Gotta go, Joe. Yeah, it would be for drag. Of course it would. But even looking at this aircraft, so this is the Grand Duke. The Grand Duke. And we can see, of course, we have the wingtips. We also have the vortices on the vortice generators on the wings, look. And we tested the de-icing boots. They're modelled. You can see the membrane push out. It's absolutely... It's stunning, the detail. Stunning. That's an air intake there, look. Ah, right. Now, I imagine that's for environmental, though. Ram air and all that jazz. And then the engine intake. And then kind of your outflow with the exhaust. And like, look at the exhausts. Like, Jesus, Murph. They rattle and shake and roll. They do all what they should do based on your engine power. It's incredible. Murph giving a sock singing still makes me laugh. I've no recollection of those events, and if I can't remember it, it didn't actually happen. Gary says, I'm slowly winning her over to me hobby. Nice. Looking forward to seeing my descent. God, yeah. I'm glad they perfected 3D modelling, or 3Ding in this one. To be honest, I love the 850, but the 3D modelling is a lackluster in a few exterior spots. Do you think so, Berksis? The TBM? I thought you might get frying panned when he started singing. Yeah, but listen, you know, I mean, it can happen to anyone, lads, right? Now, we need to plan a descent here. So, right, checklist for this. Murphy's using checklists. Yes, it says descent. Cowl flaps need to be closed for descending. Cabin altitude, set your destination altitude. Throttle reduce, mixture rich, engine performance monitor, cylinder head temperature, and ice protection as required. Okay, so surface level. And drop her down now to 4. Autopilot 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the pitch down. She's not liking that. Alt. ATT is attitude. There we go. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Go handy now, Murph. You'd be popping ears like you wouldn't believe. Call it 1,500 feet. There you go. There you go. Here's a mixture. 1,500 feet per minute on a descent. All right. Keep an eye on the speed. Bring the power back a smidgen. Picking up some turbulence. Bit of a bump over the clouds. Oh, wow. Look at that, though. The little plane that can. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, so we're heading down to 4,000 feet. Now, landing into Aldergrove. Echo Golf Alpha Alpha. Yes. We've 7 or 2.5. 7 or 2.5. We'll go with 7. Runway 07. That'll be the plan. Those inflating ice boots are absolutely next level. Oh god, yeah. And they're not just on the leading edge of the wing. They're also on the tail section as well. Incredible. Absolutely friggin' incredible. Right, let us plan our descent into the place with the thing, with the stuff. And we've buttons for this, I think. We should have buttons for this. We have. Yep. That works. This thing is just ridiculous, right? Absolutely friggin' ridiculous. Right, so the engines are getting a little bit cooler. We're getting a gear warning, but that's okay. So let me see. We're way too high. So we'll do a bit of manual stuff here because we're still, 8,000 feet, right? So we'll see how the aircraft will try and behave itself. So autopilot off. My airplane. And, well, let's see what you can do in a stall situation, shall we? Make sure those starters are away. Mixture is rich. Prop is okay for the moment. Okay, so let's see in a stall how she behaves, right? Okay, climb her up. Power coming back. Here's the gear warning. There's a stall horn. There's a shake. And a drop. It's calm enough. Let's try it again. Power on stall. Easy. Right, we'll do something a lot rougher this time, right? Throw the nose right up there. There we go. Power to idle. Hold the nose. There's a dip of the wing. Beautiful. It's so smooth. Watch your speed. It's so very, very nice. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm sure we have a button for that. Let's not worry about it too much. What else do we want to do here? Hang on, Murph. Light him up. So we'll circle back around. We're way too fast for flaps or gear or any of that jazz, so we'll take our time here at the moment. What a beautiful machine, though. It's absolutely gorgeous. Speed's 140. As we circle around. There's the runway. Look at this mad cloud ahead of us. And like, look at the textures, look. Hey, Spitfire's here. They just said soon. They're kind of holding out until Sim Update 15 drops. Because there's new features of Sim Update 15. That some developers kind of, you know, they're kind of stuck waiting. Do you know what I mean? We better go to local Barrow. Do the sun visors do the sun visor thing? Indeed they do. You can pull them out, drop them in, drag them across if you need to. Ah, look at the reflections on them. Look at that. You can see, that's class, isn't it? Yep. J-work. They're hopping around the place because I have eye tracking on, that's all. Okay, speed 140. Let's drop the gear. Beautiful. I'm gonna go for the first notch of flaps. Nice. Man, you can really hear the wind hitting off it now. There's no yaw dampener that I can see. Now, if I increase the prop, this will help me slow down. Okay. Squawk Torque, good to see you. I like the look of this plane. It's gorgeous. $20 degrees inside the cabin. Try a gentle turn in. Speed is good. Runway 07 is what we're aiming for. You are the yaw dampener. Inbound aircraft. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Bit of power. Oh, the sounds are incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's your wrestling name, Murph. The yaw dampener. On his way to the ring. The yaw dampener. What's a special move? Disconnect. Huh? Right, here we go. Bit of power into our final turn. Man alive, hand flying this plane is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's go full flaps. Our first landing in the Duke. Let it be a nice event. Your finisher, the reverse pitch. Some sort of a pile driving DDT kind of a thing, yeah. Okay, gear down, flaps down. Keep it above 100 knots, that's its sweet spot. Zulu flies, this is Microsoft Flight Sim. Alright, start bleeding the power out.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Squawk talk! That was terrifying. Okay, easy does it.
Oh, Jesus.
Easy. Easy. Hold the nose. Touchdown! Oh my lord, that's beautiful. 95 feet. It flies so well. It's stunning. Bit of braking action. Oh, it's so pretty to fly. Flaps in. From the forum, single engine, or the single variant will cost you $33.99, the bundle $49. Yeah. Oh, what a beautiful machine. This is just ridiculous. Get those cowl flaps open. So the bundle this is the piston powered Duke, and then the other variant is a turbine. So I'm going to check out the turbine variant on Wednesday on the news, because you'll get an idea of how this one kind of operates and looks and sounds and feels, you know what I mean? And then on Wednesday we can show you the difference. This is beautiful, and again it has in the tablet, right? It has functionality here for VATSIM even in the tablet, whereby you can monitor all when COM 1 and COM 2 are selected. So like, right? Hey, Eagle Airways, Aaron, good to see you, man. You're very welcome in. Okay, let's just taxi out this way. We will depart here now shortly because we're heading on to Edinburgh next. So we'll do a bit of a taxi. In actual fact, we'll pull in, we'll shut it all down, and then we'll start it up again, right? Because this would be classed as a hot engine startup. It's very, very beautiful, though. Absolutely stunning, this thing. What airport? This is Echo Golf Alpha Alpha, Belfast Aldergrove. Really, really nice. Okay, we'll just dip in here to the right. And, let's see. Jesus, all the big planes. They wouldn't be too happy seeing me here. Where's your man going? Yeah, back off. I'm in a Duke. This is paper scenery, yes. Yes, indeed. I broke down and put the honeycomb back on the desk. The pots in my X52 are sloppier than Murph at a croc fest. Really? Right, so we're just gonna pull in here and we'll shut her down and then we'll start her back up again. Look at the 414 beside it. Look, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so I'll just use the space in here. I don't need to worry too much about the taxiway marking. Okay, that should do us. So we'll go park and brake on. And now there is going to be some sort of a shutdown procedure. Shutdown and securing. Well, actually, after landing. Boost pumps, cowl flaps, yes. Cabin pressure mode needs to go to dump. Well, it did a good job getting down the road itself, but dump the cabin altitude or cabin pressure. That's starting to drop a little bit. Cabin pressure mode, that's grand. Weather radar goes to off standby. Off. Lights as desired, and all that. Park and brake, avionics, booster pumps. Alright, okay, so we'll do the rest here now. So, taxi light comes off. Nav beacon, wing light can come off. What do we hear now? Boost pumps are off. Electrical switches are going to start coming off. Avionics needs to come off. So, avionics master, off. Booster pumps off. Electrical switches, these all need to come off. So, that's got... How many of them? Oh, these guys. Okay, leave the lights on. Throttles are going to be closed. Props high. Mixture cut off. Mags, gens. Alright, okay. Let's read down through it. Control locks. Alright, okay. So, prop. 0. Mixture. Let's have a listen on shutdown. That's beautiful. That's the sim pausing doing that, but you get the idea, yeah? Really nice. Okay, gen's off. Mag's off. What else do we need here now? Lights off. That's all off. That's all off. Inverter off. Battery off. What a machine. What a machine. Is the oil dripping down? Everything went back to default. Eagle Airways, that's happening more than a lot. Okay, let's look at the engines now, right? So there's still oil in it, but have a look. See, the oil now is starting to drop back. You guys see that? Oh, I never tried inverted flight. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. So I behaved. The engines were actually good. I didn't break anything. Okay, so we'll put in the chocks. We can do that manually. And we can attach our pitot covers and engine covers.
Oh, Jesus.
Right? It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Can you break them? We can break everything. Lads, what do you think? The upcoming Duke from BlackSquare, like, isn't it just, like, gorgeous? It's just gorgeous. So our second flight, it's going to take us now from Belfast, Aldergrove. Keep heading north. Roughly same flight time, and we're going to head up to... we're going to go all the way up to Dundee. Right? We'll go all the way up to Dundee for the crack. Right? So we're going to be getting ourselves powered up here and let's see what happens. But like, what a stunning airplane. Like, absolutely gorgeous, right? 190 is the speed we were getting there, which I thought was very good. What was that? Jesus. Okay, so we'll fire it all up again. I can hear a Vision Jet back there. Alright, close the door. Thank you. We're going to remove our pitot covers, engine covers, and our chocks. And for this one, it's going to be engine start, which is going to be hot, yeah? So let's see, engine start, hot. So I'll have to follow all that now. So let's see if we can remember things. So we're going to start off with the battery. Battery coming on. We'll get our nav and beacon on. Our cowl flaps should be open. They are. Everything else now is going to be set for the aircraft. So propeller is going to go high. Boost pump is going to be turned on. Hello there. Looky boy, good to see you. Thank you for the follow. Okay, what else we need to do here now? So in terms of, like, as I said, there's a lot going on with this airplane, right? And all the tests and whatever else we did in the first leg, well, there are like our early pre-flight checks. I think we're happy enough at the moment.
Hello there.
So we're just going to fly this now, start it back up and continue on with what we're doing, right? Golf, welcome in. Thank you for all the follows, guys. You're very welcome aboard. Right, so it's telling us propeller's got a high RPM, right boost pump on for 10 to 20 seconds. Okay, with the mixture off. Okay. Mixture will then go full rich. Mixture full rich. Right throttle fully open. Booster pump now come back on. Greater than 50. And we're going to go for a start. Are we ready, friends? So, let's hopefully this doesn't explode. Clear prop. Are we ready? Let's give it a spin. See how fast that was? Brilliant. Okay, watch the RPM. Oil pressure's green. Generator, come on. Battery temperature good. Left mixture cut off. Propeller high. Booster pump coming on. Mixture rich. Throttle fully open. Booster pump on. More than 50. Fuel flow is good. Throttle open and starter engage. Right, left, both. Clear prop. Oh, she didn't fire, look! It didn't fire! Try it again. Clear prop. Come on, Betsy. Come on, Betsy. Oh, lads, this is interesting. She ain't firing. If no start, repeat the process.
Jesus.
This is very good. She ain't working. Right, so mixture on the left off. Booster pump on. Get that booster pump running.
Can I do the refund?
This is so cool. It's like, this is cool. Okay. Now we're gonna go mixture full. Throttle full. Booster pump on. We're getting a good read. Throttle down. And we'll start. Clear prop. Good start. That's insanely good. Temperatures and pressures are good. RPM up a little bit. Get the left generator on. Close the window. Bolts are good. Battery temperature. Yeah, we're okay. That's mad, lads, isn't it? Right? Mad. Right, avionics back on. Okay, so let these warm up a little bit. And let's continue doing what we're doing. So, what do we need to do here now? Pedo, get all that up and running in a moment. Cowl flaps are already open. Inverter on. There we go. Nutty air lights. Let's check. All is looking good. Elevation. Again, we're bringing her up to 1.6. Cabin temperature's okay. Keep it off for the moment. That should have been off. Never mind, it's okay. I was laughing at someone the other day for fixing a wheel nut incorrectly. Mind you, I can hardly torque. I saw it, Heavenbird. Did you say one earlier? Did I miss it? Ah, Heavenbird, did I miss one earlier? Murphy, what sort of a person are you? Hang on. Ah, Jesus, I can't see the other one. You need to throw things at me, Heavenbird. Just like throw things. Right. Engine start. No, we're good. After starting, booster pumps on. That's okay. Lights as required. Avionics grand. Inverter. Weather. Standby. Mixture lean. Okay, right. We know the crack again. Okay, friends. So, lean or mixture a little bit. Taxi light coming on. And we're going to taxi out of here. Oh wait, I better put in my flight plan. So let me see. Go back. Flight plan. Menu. Delete. Now we'll start putting in some new stuff. Set origin is Echo Golf Alpha Alpha. And we're going to fly up to Echo Golf Papa November. Dundee. Oh yeah. There we go. Transponder can be turned on, which it is. Okay, we're good, we're good. Fortnite Gamer, good to see you, man. Right, off the brakes. Small bit of a rule. Got ourselves turned around here. All right. All right, so we're going to be taxiing out of here. We're going to head for 07. And the sounds of this thing. Look at the state of that, look. Jesus. Fortnite Gamer, thank you very much for the kind words, my dude. So we'll do a run-up test. There's a little bit of wind. Very little though. We'll do a run-up test here. So we're going to say mixture goes to Rich. RPM. Up you go. Easy. Come on. Up you go. 2000. Okay, we'll check the mags. There's the drops. There's our drops. Okay. That'll do us. Right, stick on all the lights. What else do we want to do here? Prop sync, leave it alone for the moment. Keep going straight. Transponder altitude mode. Flap set for 1. Alright, alright. This is the most realistic 7.3 jet livery. Really, eh? Oh man, this plane is just stunning. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, active runway ahead. Right, Dundee is our next stop. We might call it at Dundee, lads. We'll see how we go, right? Because the day is moving on. There's test pilot in a 414. Up the yard. We'll wait for test pilot. Right, what else do we need to do? We're on GPS mode. We'll go heading. This is all looking good. That's all looking good. 12 degrees inside. There goes test pilot. We'll ramble into position. I think it does Dread Metis. I'm not entirely sure. The other ones do. So I think so. Okie dokie. Okay, line ourselves up. Right, quick check before we go. Trims, looking good. Looking good. We're walking, talking, and we're squawking. Right, lads. Let's go flying. Hold the brakes, power coming in. Off the brakes. Man, the sounds. Speed live. There's 80. Yepsy daisy. Gear up. Flaps in. The noise of it, isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. Okay, start left turn. Autopilot onto nav mode. We'll select attitude. We'll go nose up. About 1500 feet per minute. Alright, alright. Prop sync on. Hello. Uni up. Well, Jesus then. The aircraft implements selective state saving, meaning that not all variables are saved and recalled at the next session, but some important settings are, primarily to enhance the user experience. Of primary interest, the radio configuration, as well as any preset frequencies, distances, radials, that are entered into the radio memory. Many radio and switch settings are also saved, including your cabin environmental controls and the state of other cabin aesthetics. Oh, nice! Loud planes, we love them. Speedbreak, good to see you. PH Roy, welcome in. Okay, we're climbing nicely here. Now, let's just double check our variables for our climb. Max power, 2750, 3535. $25, $26, $27.50. Easy. We're going to call it 35-ish. She's not going to like 1,500 feet a minute. Drop her down a bit. Let's call it 1,000. All right, we're doing well. Call it matter, yes indeed, I am. I see Beyond ATC is released. It is. Early access. It's from the manual nicotine. Nice. Will the Duke have save stating? Yeah, sorry, yeah. So hopefully that answers the question, Dread Metis. Okay, we're in the soup here. Put on our pitot heats. Now, in terms of any icing, what's the outside air temperature? Fuel flow, outside air temperature. That's an old money. How can we change that to new money? Huh. Have we a temperature gauge in here? We do. It's getting close to 0 and we're in the wet stuff. Alright, let's see what happens here, so. So you can kind of see the boots there. They're not fully deployed, but they're there. Doesn't until we get out of the cloud, then we can turn them off. Oh yeah, your transponder will also do it. Yeah, it's kind of sitting on the Holy Smokes range. We're kind of good so far. Auto heat is on. Turn the blower on high. And we're going up to 16. Normal. Jesus, Murphy. So this needs to go to climb. So in normal mode, let's see what this does. Prop amps are doing their thing. Okay, turn these off now. Okie dokie. 8,000 feet. We might have an issue with our cabin altitude here. That needs to be rising. I have it set to normal mode, right? Pressurization, pull to shut off. We don't want to... Do we dump it? She's climbing like an absolute devil now, right? Let's leave it in normal mode. Because, like, we're still at 5... Well, it's at 5,000, but, like, she needs to be climbing up to about 16. Better keep an eye on that. That's a little over my head now. Does the weather radar work? Not really. It'll pick up precip, I think. Yeah, let's see what happens here with the L pressurization, right? So, if I want 16,000 feet altitude, that'll give me a cabin altitude of about 4,500. We're slightly over that. So I'm right in saying it needs to decrease a little bit and then it'll stabilize. Is that what we're saying? I think so. I think so. Okay, coming up on 10,000 feet. So far, so good. "40 minutes out." Okay. It does not scan for moisture. The way the weather works, it's broken. Yeah, so maybe it's not moisture. It does like NextRad, I think, or cloud. I'm unsure which one it does. Limitation of the sim, yeah. It can only interpret a 2D texture. Gotcha, okay. Okay, let's have a look. So look, it's like it's trying to get down the way. Now, do I need to... No, keep it at 10 o'clock. It's at 5. It's trying to get to like 4.5, so let's leave it be for the moment. Where are we heading, Fortnite? We're heading over to Dundee in Scotland. Man, the clouds are beautiful. So we're live in the Southeast Asian server if anyone would like to join us. That's a beautiful day, isn't it? Beautiful day for flying. Now, if I use active sky, that should give me weather radar and all that jazz, shouldn't it? Almost certain of it. It's a bit north of me. Nice, Fortnite. Nice, dude. Okay, flight level 120 on our way up to 160. What a beautiful plane. Hobbs per engine hour, look. There's a new update for Active Sky. Oh, nice. My bad, wasn't aware Active Sky does. I think Active Sky does do it. I think Active Sky doesn't play nice with SimFX. Now we can use Active Sky to provide the wind data rather than Microsoft Flight Sim. What's my favourite plane? This is getting close to it now. This is probably the best I've flown in the sim. I mean, it's right up there with the A2A Comanche, the FS Reborn 500, the friggin' PC-12, the TBM. But I don't know, there's something about this plane. This is really growing on me. It's a beautiful shape. The sounds are the best I've heard. Like that, Boris capturing the sounds on this. Beautiful. Hey, 777, good to see you. Sounds like water pump running with no water. Dude, it's amazing, right? Active Sky does not inject anything. They just interpret what Microsoft... Oh wait, what's in Microsoft's data flow? No, Active Sky does not have its own data points. Yes, Tommy, and the DA-42 from Cows, of course, how could I forget? An incredible aircraft is the DA-42. That's one of the best hand-flying aircraft in terms of how the thing feels and how it handles. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And there's features on that thing like... Jesus, you can start the prop by kind of just dipping it into the wind if it's feathered and unfeather it. It's incredible. The French pilot live! Bonjour, you're very welcome in. Do I use Active Sky from time to time? Am I a generation aviation guy, military or airliner? Neither. I grew up in an airbase. Adam Prestige, good to see you. All data used by Active Sky is from Microsoft, besides their historical database. Alright, okay. No, we're not using it now. No, this is all Microsoft. I should be on standard. Okay, how's my cabin pressure going? Yeah, we're grand. Totally grand. I forgot to do that earlier. Cabin temperature is good. Cabin pressure is good. Okay, we're doing good. So this speed is going to come up now. We're nearly at the cruise. And then we'll have to adjust our power here for cruise flight. So we're going to say cruise. Cowl flaps as required. We're going to pull them in now. Windshield don't need propellers 2532. Okay, 2532. Let's bring up our tablet here. Cowl flaps, make sure they're fully closed. They do take a while to close. You got to really stay on them. Both engines are behaving. Electrical system is behaving. Cabin. Intercool. That's either hot or cold. Okay. So what are we saying? 25 and 32. Let's go lean a peak. We're just waiting for one of these. There we go. There's a peak. I'll do this one. There's a peak. So we're going to go lean off peak rather than rich of peak. Back in a smidgen. Perfect. And 25 and 32. Easy. Easy. Here's 32. Roughly. There's about 25. Look at our fuel flow coming down. What's the speed doing? 200 knots, lads. Oh, yes. We are running in Greta Thunberg fashion. Efficient as you've ever seen. Estimated time of the flight, we will be landing in about 25 minutes. Oh, yes. What a machine you are. What a machine. Okay. Are you flying over the island of Skye? The Isle of Skye? Not really. We're kind of in between it. We're just north of Stranraer. Look. Stranraer. So we're... Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, we're doing alright, lads. This is absolutely stunning. I cannot get over how good this thing is. It's just amazing. Honda Jet is in the house. Good to see you. The Duke, isn't it beautiful? Yeah, let's have a look. Okay, so everything's doing what it should be doing, and we're just cruising along now. Sounds of thing is so much more immersion. Oh, it's just the sounds, right? So on Twitch, we're limited to 1080. So if you have a 4K TV, rumble over to our YouTube channel. We're streaming there live as well. And it's all on full whack, lads. Full 4K. Yeah, default, Aaron. Yeah, everything's default. B. Carlo, I get up at 5 something in the morning and there's a Murph. Hello, B. Carlo. Welcome in, my dude. Hope you're well, man. Twitch does 4K streaming, yeah, but it kinda... I can't select it, like I can't encode to Twitch with 4K just yet. Some people have it, some people don't. But we'll get there, lads, we'll get there. This is absolutely stunning. It is one of the most enjoyable things to fly. It just is. People underestimate aviation and they think it's all autopilot and stuff. Yeah, they don't see the work that goes into it. I agree, absolutely. Tons of stuff go into it. Okay, 22 minutes. This is really, really nice. So we are getting a little bit of data on the weather radar, look. A little bit. No. Oh yeah, we still have the options in here. Nice, okay. Tilt that down, we should be able to see it. Nice. Got to go. You take care of my dude. That's mad. You should be on 4K streaming on Twitch. What is Twitch up to? I need to go through the settings. I may have the ability. I don't think so though. I don't think so. And like, failures turned on, so like at a moment's notice, something somewhere, you know what I mean? It could just go terribly wrong. So let's have a look at the engines here. How are they getting on, right? So far so good. Electrical system. Yeah, we're good, lads. That tablet is really good. The armrest work. Nice. Right, let's go exploring. Hop into the back there now. Janie then. I suspect they need to fix that. Doesn't seem right, does it? We got our tray table. I really like this. Looks like a super comfortable aircraft to be in, like, doesn't it? Sitting back here and watch the world go by. Look at the view you have. It's stunning. It's not available yet, no. It's not picking up my pouring rain in Gosford, Murph. Is it raining in Australia? Would you get out of there? Looks more comfy than my TBM. It looks very, very nice, doesn't it? It's a gorgeous plane, lads. Jesus. So we're out flying over Scotland. Hey! Look at the cut of it, lads. Absolutely stunning. Do we have a bit of diddly idle? We do. Oh, we do. Yes, we'll do one of these. No, we won't do that one. We'll do this one. the shot right there. What's this I heard in Edinburgh? I was at the Edinburgh Tattoo, you know, the Royal International Tattoo in Edinburgh. And there's a fella in the queue, you know. He says, there are two types of people in the world. Scots and those who want to be Scottish. And he got a roar. He got a roar of laughter. Scotland, of course, invented by the Irish. But, right, how are we getting on here? So, we're, what, 15 minutes-ish? Yeah, 15 minutes out. Sweet. Right. Will you fly the turbine version? I will on Wednesday, Honda Jet. So the idea is you'll get a good idea of what we're doing here today in the Piston. And then come Wednesday, we'll test out the turbine variant as well. It's an entirely different type of airplane altogether. Is the turbine, right? Right, so altitude, we'll start descent. Let's go down to about 6,000. Let me see. Dundee, right? Echo Golf Papa November, isn't it? Echo Golf Papa November. Dundee, let's be having it. And let me have a look here now. Runways, it's going to be a 2-7 arrival, which means we come in out over the bridges, which should be fun. So autopilot goes into attitude mode, and we're going to down the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should do us. Power coming back. Easy does it. So there's 1,000 feet per minute. It might go a little bit steeper now in a moment, but let's see what happens, right? It's an entirely different type of airplane. Altogether. Right? Airplane, you gotta love it. Alright. We're moving on up. What do you think, lads? Is this going to be an instant purchase of your machine over on the Just Flight website? We're streaming on a Sunday, no less. Catbat9 is in the house. Good to see you, Catbat. How are things, man? I said meow like meow. How's the cat? How is the cat? Talks, good to see you. Thank you also very much indeed for coming in today, lads. Don't forget, if you're watching us on YouTube, do be sure to hit the little like button. The gadget is fierce handy because it recommends the stream to other people, wrecking their head as well, right? Gibbo, you take care. Good luck now with the solar power. Brilliant. Technologically broke until after sim update 15, Airlock says. Indeed. But the good news is, like, once they're out, they're out. You know what I mean? So speed has dropped down to about 165, descending here at 1,000 feet per minute. At this stage, we want to put our landing altitude in. So we'll call it surface level. Or slightly above. Ever so slightly above. Temperature inside the cabin is 18. It's fairly comfortable. The cat's great. Nice. Ah, it's just stunning, isn't it? Jeez, this is absolutely gorgeous. Got a good few people flying with us, lads. Stunning. Look at the weather, look. Absolutely gorgeous. Murph, what were the Irish thinking? You know what we need? A place that looks somewhat like Ireland, but with more rain. Well, pretty much what happened was, back in Ireland, way back when, there was a couple of lads standing around in the field, you know, and this fella, McGallagher, he said, listen lads, I found a place even more remote with Ireland and even more rain. Follow me. And two fellas, McAllister and McAndrews, followed him. And they liked the place so much they said, we'll call it Scotland. Yes, we are descending. I gotta go to work this afternoon, but I'm fine. Good to hear, Catpat, good to hear. How's the Duke? It's absolutely amazing. Amazing. It's really nice. I'm really enjoying this flight. It's so good. So what we'll do, we shall call time once we get landed here at Dundee. Let me see now. Heading. Okay. Because we've got stuff to do. Forgot Scott, as well as country names after sim. Yep. Can you show the map? Which map? So I can show you Navigraph. So we're just here at the moment between Glasgow and Edinburgh. We're going to go past the Falkirk Wheel. There's Stirling up there. Dunfermline is there. So what we're going to do on approach into Dundee, we're going to kind of handrail the coast here and then come back in over the bridges. Tesco, I think, is there. We'll see Tesco on the way in. Every little helps. Seems almost like an airliner. There's a lot going on, but it's cap at the sounds. Like, you'll have to watch back the stream, man. Like, the sounds of this thing are absolutely incredible. When you pan the camera, the sounds change. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. So it'll take the, oh man, like the options you have. You can have no GPS. You can go with any of the 430, 530, 750, 650. They got you covered. It's like your options for avionics in this thing are friggin' nuts. It's really good. Okay, about to drop under 10. Line them up. What's the temperature like? Because we're in the, you know what I'm saying? We'll turn on the old stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just in case. Just to be sure, Ooh and ah, indeed. Right, we can nearly go into heading mode. Because I want to kind of fly a little bit past. Like, we're not going direct to the airport. I want to do a little bit of hand railing on the way in. We might drop it down to 4,000. Mini Maverick, good to see you. Instant pie, I'm afraid. Damn you, Murph. Damn you, sir. Right? Do you know what I mean? It's really good though. Hey, Filthy, good to see you. you join us flying a preview of the up-and-coming Duke by BlackSquare in association with Just Flight. And from a general aviation perspective, lads, you're going to absolutely love it. You're going to love it. It's done really, really well. Mark Burton is here. Hey, Mark. Good to see you. Like, could you imagine, right? And like, this is the thing. You combine this aircraft with FS Reborn's M500, the GA42 Cows, A2A's Comanche. Like, imagine if you had an aircraft with all these, like, it'll stop the lights. You'd never go outside again. I mean, right, you know, you'd never leave the house. Man, look at the weather. So we're on live time and live weather. I will eat pasta, it's fine. Yeah, dry pasta. Crunchy. It's lovely. This is really good. We're like super fuel efficient on our descent here. Absolutely brilliant. So we're about 10 minutes out. Lights are on. We're dropping down now under 8,000 feet. What else needs to be done? I don't think so. That temperature's going to start rising now above zero soon. Just about to hit zero. And so far so good. I never realised how much it takes to make these planes. How much time. Oh yeah, it's crazy. Why would you go outside anyways? Not sure why, but I keep saying Jesus to myself. Mark, listen, right? It happens. And you'll start putting "age" in behind every word. Fly age. Drive age. You know, eat age. And instead of saying hello, you'll start saying hello, hello. Right? These things happen to us. We don't know why. There's so much more to explore with this thing with all the radio nav. Last year in April, I was done with the 42. You're still working on it now? They're called morphisms. It looks beautiful. It's so beautiful. Cockpit, look at the state of it. Hang on. Get my mug out of the screen. Like, look at the exhaust shaking and rattling, like. Unbelievable detail. It's ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous. Jesus, says Muse fan. Right, we're coming into the thick of it now. God almighty. What's the temperature doing? 3 or 4 degrees. We'll keep the L gadgets on here for the moment. Yeah, no, this is no flying boat. I approve you showing this one off, right? I approve. Nice. 40, good to see you. It's a beautiful yoke. Really is. Kevin, you just seem to be typing the same things over and over again. Altitude alert. We'll go standard barrel. It's amazing the details, like the heat from the prop. Yeah, it's incredible.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus. Right. Brilliant.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus. Right, now, where are we at? We're over here, look. So, 4,000. We're kind of in the thick of the cloud here, so I reckon we're going to have to dip down a little bit lower. What do we like for altitude? Let's go into terrain. That's traffic, Murph. Terrain. Okay, we're alright. So I'm going to drop it down now to 3,000. That's your barrow, you muppet. 3,000. Attitude mode. Down you get your divil. 1,000 feet will do her well. Let's see here now. Right, keep flying. Hopefully we can come under the clouds here. We'll dip in underneath them, which it appears to be working well. And over the bridges and then back in. Murph, I miss the good old days where if you had a rowdy passenger, you climbed above 15,000 feet and they went to sleep. It's going to be cool in VR. I haven't tried it yet, but yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous, lads. Hey, beautiful Scottish weather. Temperature's still okay. Fuel vents bring them off. Prop amps are still doing their stuff. So, mixture back to full. We're at 3,000 now. So keep flying till we see the bridges. This is so good. Can't wait to combine this with Beyond ATC. Harrison, yeah, absolutely. Beyond ATC Early Access has just been released. I need to play with that now as well. I'll probably show that one off on Wednesday as well. Oh, look at the state. I also put out a trailer for our new Monday night series starting in a couple of weeks. We're checking out volcanoes in the sim. Ooh. So do be sure you get a look at that video. Into the rain shower. It's going to feel like home now. Yeah. Well, for pig iron, we better put in an L frequency. Let me see. Procedure, an arrival, or an approach. So we have an RNAV for 2.7. If we need it. If we don't have visibility, we'll use an RNAV. Thank you, Airlock. Okay, speed 140, we're okay. Checking our engines. How are they performing? Okay, they're getting a little bit cold, look. A little bit cold. Let's see here now. Okay, we can increase the RPM to help us out. Get the engines running a little bit harder. $25, $26, $27. Days don't go too hot. We'll call it around 27. Galaxy Man, so good. So good. I didn't appreciate it at 5:30 this morning with no coffee, but after that, and I had me go-go juice, it was much better. By the way, chat, quick question I've been asked yesterday. Is there a way to have visual VOR stations? Is there a way to have visual VOR stations in Microsoft Flight Sim? As in, you want to see VOR stations? Okay, there's the bridge. There's the bridges now, so we have visual, we should be okay. Toto's already on the ground. You can introduce the mixture too, that'll do it. Yes, it will. The mixture absolutely will. Good call, Catbat. We can make things terribly hot. Straight away they're getting hotter, look. So you can see the colour starting to even change, look. That's so cool, isn't it? That is so cool. Alright, let's get ourselves set up for a landing. So we're going to be visual here. Orbex do IFR are visual IFR stations in the UK. Burning Blue Design did them. So Burning Blue Design have a ton of them for the UK. Galaxy Man says it's 6:17 AM. God almighty. This is just gorgeous. There's the runway. So go over the bridges, left turn, and then we'll ramble in, right? We can remain visual here. What a beautiful looking plane. Absolutely gorgeous. 8:20 PM on a Sunday for Big Al. Nice. He's in the future. What's it like, Big Al? Is it alright? Look at the state of this. Give us the lot of numbers. Yeah, we need those. They'd be handy. So we'll do a landing here into Dundee and we'll call it at this and we'll be back to you then. Tomorrow night we continue on with our ATC. We're actually jumping onto VATSIM tomorrow. I'll put out a post later on with all our information. Okay, quick check. So cockpit temperature is okay. Mixture's rich. RPM is good. Still at 3,000 feet. Once we pass both bridges, we'll circle on in. Dread Metas, most of that will come from Wheel of VF4, I would think. Man, look at the bridge, beautiful, isn't it? Harrison says, bush trips in Australia, can't wait. Oh yeah. Dang Aussies, always in the future. They're 16 hours ahead of you, no way. Okay, autopilot off my airplane. Start bringing the speed back a little bit. Speed 140 knots. First notch of flaps. And let's go for the landing gear as well. Alright. Start bringing that power back. Put yourself into your chair properly. There we go. Okay, start left turn. This is so nice. Speed 120, 1,500 feet. Mission's rich, props are full. Speed 110, 1,000 feet. Continue. It flies so well. Hand flying this thing is an absolute treat. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, over the bridge, runways in sight, continue on, watch your speed, keep it at about 110. There we go, it's a bit better. Look how beautiful this is. The flyby sound, really, really nice. Have a look back in the video there, Galaxy Man. I did a few of them. It's really, really good. Okay, speed 110. Full flaps. Watch our power setting. Oh, look at that bridge. Hey, Trits Force here. Good to see you. So far, so good. Gear down and locked. Flaps are set. Lights are on. Little bit of a crosswind. Speed is good. Easy now. Runway 27. Mind the stutters. There's our touchdown zone. Power to idle. Hold the nose. Easy. Oh yes, 95 on the center line. Easy does it. Here's 60 knots. Small bit of braking. Bit of power coming back in. We'll have to turn down here. Go ahead and bring the flaps in. We'll have to back taxi. Beautiful. Right, while we're on the ground, a little bit choppy. Go ahead and get our cowl flaps open, and we'll follow that M500. Easy does it. Welcome to Dundee. Cowl flaps open. Okay, so let's turn around. All right. Man, that was a nice flight, wasn't it? Beautiful. Okay, just get our pressurization sorted, put it into dump. And we'll ramble on out. We'll call you Major Dundee. Fortnite, that's it. I have to go away now and get next week's plan up and running. Looks like I'll have to explain another purchase to the wife. Yeah, it's really good, yeah. Garda sent me an email. I'll give you a note. Dear Sir, Madam, please excuse, insert name, for having the need to purchase another add-on. It's the fault of the developer. Right? There's total anxiety lined up. Looking good, lads. Now, usually Charlie is closed here, but sure, listen, we'll go in by Charlie, right? I'm gonna taxi on in. Landing lights off. Strobes off. Signed Gibbo. Yeah. There's the pub. We'll go inside now for soup and a sandwich. The Riverside Inn. Oh, yeah, do will ya? Packet of scampi fries. Oh, yes. Do I have a real plane? I don't. No, I don't. I've flown. No. Owning an airplane is not it's not a cheap endeavor. It's better to be in a club or whatever, you know what I mean? We park down there, we can, yes. Spinning here to the left. It handles really well on the ground as well. It's just a hit a home run, lads. Oh, thank you very much. Murph barely has real shoes. Brilliant. Costa first. Costa coffee. Come on, Betsy. All right. That'll kind of do. Our park and brake on. Right. And we're going to go for a full shutdown now. So let's have a look. Peter heat come off. All the electrics are off on this side. Prop sync is looking good. Standby. Off. Avionics off. Boosters are off. Prop. Off. Right hand side off. And left hand side. Alright. All our lights are off. Mags. Generators. Inverter. And then battery. Alright, alright, alright. Right, let's lock her back up. So, checklist. Let me see. After landing or shutdown. So, after landing, shutdown and securing. So park and brake is set, avionics are off, boost pumps off, throttles closed, propellers high RPM, strange, mags off, park and brake released. We got the chocks on, so tablet here for this. So options, payload, we're going to go for the wheel chocks. Chocks are in, park and brake off. We got our pitot covers, engine covers, gens are all off, control locks install. So we have a little switch for them. There's one. There's two. That's looking good to me. Cabin is good. Electrical system is good. No failures. Engine condition 100% in both. Excellent choice. What else do we have? Why are the gyros still spinning? About 2-hour flight time in it. Pretty cool. And there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an absolutely incredible airplane. Absolutely beautiful. The upcoming Dukes from BlackSquare. And guys, I think you're really going to enjoy these. Absolutely incredible to fly. Sounds are great. It looks great. And the systems, just incredible. Outer Marker says the gyros can take up to 15 minutes to wind. Really? So this is the Skoda of the plane world. I would think so. Yes. There's an excellent Italian restaurant in Dundee. Oh, nice. Dougal says great looking aircraft. Looking forward to it. Yeah, man. It's like, it's stunning. It's like, lads, do you know what I mean? And this is just the piston version. We do have the turbine as well. And I'll check that one out on Wednesday stream, right? But like, she's just like, this thing is just right, absolutely gorgeous. Did they give any information regarding the release? So it was heavily intertwined with Sim Update 15. So and the reason being is, well, there's new physics and stuff in Sim Update 15, and also updates to the avionics, right? I didn't put my pitot covers on. Oh, I did. No, I didn't. Aren't my pitot covers on? Oh, it could be too hot. Oh, there we go. They're on now. Yeah, so they're saying soon. They're hoping to release this soon. If Microsoft push back another delay to Sim Update 15, I don't know what will happen. Will they delay or will they push it out as is? I don't know. Is it better to wait till after Sim Update 15 before buying? I wouldn't think so. Like, as soon as Sim Update 15 comes out, they'll update it. You know what I mean? That's if they release it before then. You know? So, in terms of pricing then, notes from Just Flight. The single aircraft will cost you £33.99 or about €43, or that's about $48 if you're buying just one, either or. You know, the piston or the turbine. However, if you buy both of them together, well, you can pick up the pack at a reduced price of £49.99. That's €59.95 or $69.99 US dollars. So it's about $70 if you want both of them, and about kind of nearly $50 if you want a single one. All right. I just think, lads, look, for the sake of $10, I would get the both of them. That'd be my recommendation. You'll see on Wednesday how different both aircraft actually are. There's a lot more to kind of be alert and aware of when it comes to the turbine. You're talking about the internal temperature, external temperature, hot start. You have all that jazz to worry about. So yeah, we'll see what the crack is, right? So that's it. That's going to do us for today. Thank you all so very much indeed. Do be sure to check out our latest trailer. Actually, I'll play it here now for the minute. Maybe you've seen it already. I don't know. I'll play it here for a moment, and then we'll jump back and we'll say good luck to you. Or we'll use this as our outro, right? We'll use this as the outro. So, yeah, that's kind of it for today, as I said. And, well, we'll be back to you on... We're back to you tomorrow, sure. Oh, look, there's me looking at me. That's very strange. We're back to you tomorrow. And, what time? 1900 Zulu. That's where we're going to be, all right? So until then, we'll watch this trailer and we'll see you on the far side, all right? So where's the button? It's over here. You take care. Think about it now, right? I'll sing it for you. Everybody looking at my tight pants. He's got his tight pants. He's got his tight pants on. I'm actually not wearing tight pants at all.